Brown coming off his playoff career high, gets inside and throws it down. Christian Brown with authority against this Thunder team.
And two of them already are by the young player Strother. These are the moments where you have a first half.
Oh, Hartenstein on the follow. Jokic to Porter. And Porter rattles in and out. That one halfway down. Here's Wallace, goes at Jokic. Oh, he throws it down. A thunderous dunk from Cason Wallace, and the crowd erupts again. Leaves Watson open. Watson tries a three-pointer. Rebound, Wallace. Williams, 2-on-1. Caruso throws it down. A right-handed hammer. Jokic tonight, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Caruso with yet another steal. Caruso throws it back. SGA throws it down.
But the reason why we have those numbers is we want to see how efficient you are in the last 5 minutes of a close game. But if you're efficient in 48 minutes, you don't need that.
OKC is going to the conference finals. His first career playoff start, and why not? He's coming off his greatest playoff game in Game 5. Kristaps Porzingis is available and expected to come off the bench.
Yeah.
You're okay to look ugly on those. Brown knocks down the three. Jaylen Brown coming off what might be one of his greatest games. Brown gets inside, blocked it in by Anunoby, picked up by Brunson. Back for Hart. Hart on the drive. Finds Bridges. Finds the corner. Finds the bottom of the net. Timeout Celtics. We're in uncharted territory. Brunson, step back, three-pointer. Got it. They do it in dominant fashion as they defeat the Celtics in 6 games. It's their largest playoff win ever.
Rock, where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock?
10 rock and roll, bro.
Rock, where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock?
10 rock and roll, bro.
Live and welcome to the Rock Files. Are the Rock Files? Yeah, live and locked. This is how we rock. Live and locked. Welcome to the Rock. Live and locked. Live is how we rock. Oh, this is how we rock. The Rock. The Rock Files. Live and locked. Welcome to the Rock. Live and locked.
Rock Sports Sunday. Rock Sports Sunday. You
are live and locked with Rock Sports Sunday. Break down and talk now with Rock Sports Sunday. Rock Sports Sunday. Rock Sports Sunday. Are live and locked with Rock Sports Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a night. What a weekend in sports. What a weekend in battle rap. What a weekend overall. Even what a weekend in drama. That's what we want to see, right? Absolutely not. But it's here anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are live, then tune into the Rock Files, Rock Sports Sunday, dropping right now. Well, remember last couple of weeks we've been talking about injuries? Remember we've been talking the last couple of weeks about the team with the least amount of injuries is probably going to go ahead and possibly contend for the NBA championship. Remember that? Well, guess what? As usual, this show does it again. This show does it again. First of all, we're going to start with this. Lose York, you didn't lose. Lose York did not lose to the Boston Celtics. They actually handled business because Lose York, going to be very clear with you. Had you not won and blew out that game like you did, salute to y'all, y'all would have lost game 7. But you did it. You did it. Lose York is moving on to the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. They'll be playing against the Indiana Pacers. The very different Indiana Pacers. The healthy Indiana Pacers that plays more than 7 players. And also, the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, there was a salute to CBS Sports. Now they're called Sports Infinity, whatever. Salute to them. They mentioned that the Timberwolves were not supposed to beat the Fakers. That's cap. Because the Fakers were the worst team in the playoffs. They mentioned that the Timberwolves were not supposed to beat the Warriors, although it was kind of a toss-up, right? Well, that was kind of a toss-up, and it became far more in Timberwolves' favor when, of course, Steph Curry got injured. Oh, we're back to injuries again, right? So them beating the Warriors as injured is not a surprise. What is a surprise is that the Timberwolves may have found a rotation that actually is a comparable playoff team. Unfortunately for the Timberwolves, they're facing the winner of tonight's Game 7. We've been saying since this playoff was booked, and we're going to go through the sports.yahoo and all that and show you all the data, but we've been saying since this playoff matchup happened that the winner of this matchup was going to win the NBA championship. Guess what? Guess what? That is not cap. The Oklahoma City Thunder with the MVP winner, you might as well give him the title now. Yes, he wears a crop top. He's weird. He sounds weird. He may even be a Baphomet. But SGA is the MVP, and his team completely destroyed the injured, see the pattern here? The injured Denver Nuggets. Yes, their full team played, but Aaron Gordon, for those that don't know, Aaron Gordon was supposed to be not listed to play, but he got listed last minute. Why? Because it's Game 7, man. It's Game 7. Aaron Gordon was going to play, even though he was playing at about 60%, maybe 65%. And look, salute to the Nuggets. Salute to the Nuggets. The Nuggets played what they did. The Nuggets did what they could do. But honestly, let's be straight. The Nuggets shot themselves in the foot by doing weird things like fired their coach that they should have fired this past off season. They kept him and they fired in the middle of a playoff run. Stupid. So you add injury to a bad move by their management, lo and behold, the best team in the NBA is still in the playoffs. That's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Look, salute to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Maybe somebody could say and show where the Timberwolves have a shot against Oklahoma City, barring injury. Okay, Ant-Man is cool, right? Ant-Man cool. No, he's more than cool. He's a superstar, right? That's one player. Rudy Gobert, he's existing. Cool. So that's a half a player. Because on offense, he ain't doing nothing. Naz Reid can hit a shot. Cool. That's another half a player. And, of course, you got Julius Randle. So that means Ant-Man's main running buddy might be Julius Randle. You want to ask the Lose York Knicks what happened when your main running buddy is Julius Randle? What happens when you have a game on the line? I'm talking about like a conference championship type or even a significant game on the line with Julius Randle as your running buddy. And the narrative about, well, Julius Randle, he played good against Golden State. Who was he matched up against? Aisha Curry? Who was playing defense on Julius Randle? Who was Julius Randle's competition in the last series? Nobody. Against Oklahoma City, even though he's not the greatest thing since sliced bread, Julius Randle's going to be matched up more than likely against Chet Holmgren of Oklahoma City. Yeah. Now, again, anything can happen in these series. We're just talking about if both teams are at their prime. And if both teams, Timberwolves and Oklahoma City, are not injured and healthy, Oklahoma City may sweep this team. If both teams are injured, if both teams are healthy. And then again, who knows what's going to happen? Let's check the chat real quick, and then we're going to go to sports.yahoo.com. In the chat currently right now, we have right on cue, Blunt, 2024 Modi, Blunt Bryant, Blunt Jordan, all that is in the building. Oh, Blunt's calling out Cole. Where Cole at? Thunder up. Yeah, but hey, Blunt, what happened to you? What happened to your Celtics, dog? They got injured, right? I mean, look, it happens. It happens. It's like the Celtics were the Lions no, not the Celtics. The Cavaliers were the Lions, the Detroit Lions of the NBA playoffs. All that winning and got injured. And what happened? You lost. And honestly, Indiana deserved to win against the Cavaliers, just being honest. We've been saying since day one on this channel that the Cavaliers peaked too soon. When you win all those games in the fashion they won without a dominant style of play, they did not have a dominant style of play. They were a very good team. They had the best record in the East, but they weren't the best team in the East. The Celtics were supposed to be. And of course, they got injured. So with the Cavaliers, when you peak that soon, guess what happens toward the playoffs? Other teams strategize to get you out of here. That's what happened to Indiana. Indiana strategized. They were more aggressive, more healthy, and honestly, they executed better. Indiana deserved to beat the Cavaliers, and now Indiana's playing the Lose York Knicks, but can't call them Lose York because they keep winning. So the New York Knicks. Right now, Lose York, you're New York. Salute to that. So we got Blunt in the building. Blunt also so eloquently types. Hit the like, share the stream, subscribe to the Rock Files channel for more dope, incredible battle rap content, sports data, music sessions, and much more, such as Rock Sports Sunday in the house. Salute to Blunt, man. Of course, we got Hoosier. Hoosier 765 is in the building. Salute, Hoosier. And look, Hoosier, congratulations to your Pacers. Your Pacers have a chance. Your Pacers have maybe more than a chance to do something with the Knicks. The problem with the Knicks, and we're going to keep reading through the chat and then get to the thing. The Knicks still play 7 players, and if you look at that Knicks team, Karl Anthony Towns looks tired. Yeah. Jalen Brunson doesn't. Josh Hart doesn't. Salute to Josh Hart. Josh Hart has picked up the slack on both sides of the ball for the Knicks. If Karl Anthony Towns, Cat, and don't forget, Cat is another name for woohoo, right? If Cat doesn't motor up against Indiana, Miles Turner is going to dominate him. Yeah. See, Miles Turner's not injured like Evan Mobley was. Just saying. Miles Turner's not going to be a Kristaps Porzingis that's injured. Just saying. So Cat is actually going to have to play like the player he can play. He's actually going to have to play defense. Ugh, nasty. Anyway, Salute to Hoosier in the building. Okay, we got Hoosier, we got Blunt. Oh, what we got here? Oh, we got a prediction. Blunt says Knicks going home against the Pacers. that is a possibility. This series will go longer than 6 games. This series is probably going to go 7. Just be honest with you. If it doesn't go 7, the Knicks going to lose. If this series goes 7, it's a toss-up. But it should be noted, the Pacers that were playing in the regular season that played no defense and just sought to just outscore teams, this is not that Pacers team anymore. This team is different. This team is aggressive. They play defense. They get after the ball. Now, still, Tyrese Halliburton is not very good defensively. There's a target right there. Ready for this? Neither is Jalen Brunson. Those two may cancel each other out. Watch out for Josh Hart versus Nembhard, Andrew Nembhard. That's a matchup. That's like an X Factor matchup to watch for. All right. What else we got? Just addressing the chat. Okay. So who's you say Indiana love? Nah, to the victors go to spoils. What we got? Blunt says, okay. Blunt got the Pacers in 6. Okay, that's a possibility. Oh, hold up. We got Blunt with another position. I got Thunder in 6 again. Yeah, honestly, if both those teams are healthy, the Thunder could get the Timberwolves in 5. But 6 is a safe bet. 6 is a safe bet. Salute to that. I mean, Julius Randle is your second best player. Conley is in there, but Conley's more of a supplemental player. Julius Randle versus the Oklahoma City are 9 players. No, I can't say. They have a 9-player rotation, and any one of them can beat you. And then Jalen Williams is playing like a star. Jalen Williams probably of all the players between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Timberwolves, he's going to be probably your second best player. You know, your best player out there is not second best, because Ant-Man's probably going to be your second best. SGA is going to be your best player on the floor. Ant-Man's going to get numbers, but Ant-Man's highly inefficient. Watch out for Ant-Man's bad decisions. That happens. But also, Ant-Man can be clutch, but he's not more clutch than SGA. Something to watch for. Who just says, damn right, you should have got me to sing that for you, homie. Hey, we can get you on some tracks. Stay tuned for that. Oh, yeah, wait, my bad. There's a comment. Yeah, we can get you on some tracks, too. So salute to the brother that's singing. That's a guy by the name of Jay. You know, Jay was singing for us. We can get you on something. We got a lot of projects coming up. Yeah, Blunt. Thunder is different, man. And here's the thing about the Thunder. They're the healthiest team, and they're a full team that hasn't had crazy changes. Why the Nuggets? And the Nuggets got to look in the mirror on this one. Why did you change coaches then? It's not a problem, firing Mike Malone if you want to fire Mike Malone. That's fine. Salute to that. You should have fired him before the season started. Why'd you keep him on? That was bad mismanagement, honestly. It was similar to the mismanagement that Memphis did. It's weird. That's just bad. But yeah, and Blunt mentions that they're the best team left. Oklahoma City Thunder is the best team left. Again, anything can happen, but they're the best team left. Okay, let's see if we can confirm this. Blunt mentioned Hoosier. I told Rock about them Pacers first round. Yeah, had the Pacers matched up against the Pistons would have got them out of there. Yeah, that would have been a good matchup for the Pacers. Nah, not at all. Not at all. The Cavaliers were a perfect matchup the Pacers were a good matchup for the Cavaliers, but they got injured. And of course, and look, this Pacers team, this is going to sound crazy. The Pacers team plays a lot like the Pistons. They do. They have more. They're a little bit, obviously Miles Turner is further along than Jalen Duren, for example. Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Halliburton about the same, right? That's just an example. But the Pacers play a lot like the Pistons, and that's where the Pacers may have an advantage over the Knicks. But honestly, the Pacers don't want to smoke with Detroit. What about the regular season, bro? Yeah. Playoffs is a whole other season. You might as well call playoff season it's a whole other season. Even though it's a part of the same season, technically, that's a whole other season. These teams are not the point is these teams are not who they were when sports started, when the season started. All right, what we got? Oh, Blunt says, and then we're going to get there after a couple more comments, we're going to go right to sports.yahoo.com and go over a couple things. Blunt mentions they still would have lost if Aaron Gordon, yeah, they would have. See, what's not talked about in sports, and let's get to it right now. And there's all these. Oh, hold up. Oh, let's go here. Hoosier, real quick. Hoosier mentions Aisha, you're the girl. shine. Yep. Suit the ABC, another bad creation. Blunt mentions Rock. Same thing happened to your Pistons. They at home about to watch my Thunder. Hey, no, the Pistons. I mean, the Pistons. Look, the Pistons, if not mistaken, they were the newest team in the playoffs. So of course they messed up. But this is their first season in the playoffs, you know. And yeah, they're at home. They're at home rightfully, by the way. All the stuff about refs and all the stuff that's a factor, but it's the team's responsibility to beat the other team. Sorry, to defeat the other team and to defeat, you know, all the environmental circumstances. So if your team gets injured, lose, oh well, you should have did more. If referees missed a call, that's your problem. The game should have been that far. So, but the Pistons' style, Blunt, why the Pacers are going to play a similar style and not be injured and also not have inexperience issues. The Pistons have inexperience issues. Rightfully so, because they ain't been in the playoffs since what? 2009? Yeah, no. We ain't counting that. We ain't counting that old 2012 getting swept in 2014, whatever the heck it was. Not 2012. It's like 2012. 2014, 2016. We ain't counting none of them. Because if you don't win a game, it's not a playoff appearance. If you don't win a game, it's not a playoff appearance. So the trash with Blake Griffin and the trash with the overpaid role players does not count ever. Period in life. You either win a game or you did not, or all you really did was get a seat ahead of the cheerleaders to watch the other team play. If you don't win a game in the playoffs. Don't care what NBA says. Don't care what any other narrative says. Don't care what Satan says with their trash network. If you don't win a game especially in the first round of the playoffs, you did not have a playoff appearance. So the Pistons haven't been in the playoffs since 2009 when they actually last won a couple games. Simple as that. All right. What we got? Yeah, this is okay. Oh, really? Okay. Real quick. Rock, fact, Pacers in 6. That's being nice. Yeah. That the only thing about the Pacers we got to watch that could benefit the Knicks. So we're going to talk about it on, Be Objective. The Knicks, by them having Miles Bridges. Mikal Bridges. Miles Bridges. They both start with them. Whatever. Mikal Bridges. He moves so well without the basketball. Indiana doesn't defend that very well. That might have this series go longer than the 5 or 6 games we're looking at, Blunt. So this is going to be probably a 7-game series. It'll benefit Indiana for it to be 6. Similar to how it benefited New York for it to be 6 against the Celtics. It'll benefit Indiana for this to be 6. Shorter series will benefit Indiana. All right. Cool. Okay, so Blunt mentions I was wrong about the Celtics. I got it, Thunder versus Pacers. Yeah, could see that. Could see that. The Thunder, and keep in mind, if the Thunders and the Pacers face off against each other, and this kind of seems to be what the NBA and actually Hollywood wants. They want new blood. Pause if necessary. But they want a new feature now. So they're going to push for new teams to get something new. That's going to get paired. So they want to get their money and have more of a story about a new team has risen that gives more hope to other teams, more parity, more interest in basketball, more movement, more money. That's been done before, right? Think about when Dallas finally won. All of a sudden, he kind of had a Dirk Nowitzki gets over and all that back in 2011, right? Well, here, if you have a matchup of the Thunders and Pacers, first of all, that will be a watchable series. You're going to have a Thunders team. The Pacers have Tyrese Halliburton, who is a little bit known. Okay, he's a little bit known and all that. Obviously, the Thunder, you have an MVP. So you have an MVP of a team that haven't won a championship since they were Seattle with Dennis Johnson back in '78. And the Pacers never won. The Pacers have never won an NBA title, but they have won ABA titles. All right. So either way it goes, you're going to have basically a new NBA champion in a new franchise with something that's going to be hope for other teams that haven't won in a while. Now, of course, if If they look, don't forget that the WNBA, the WNBA Liberty, the New York Liberty of the WNBA, they just won the WNBA title. They may want New York to win a title for the whole big market thing and more money. See, the kind of like this, NBA has kind of a painting to where they won't be able to lose this way. They've done well whichever way this final flows, NBA finals flows. They're going to be all right. Ant-Man's in Minnesota. Let's say they go crazy and for some reason have Minnesota beat OKC, just to have it guaranteed that a new NBA championship win, an NBA champion for a franchise that never won one. The only problem with it was that, unless they got plans for Minnesota, is that where do they go from there? Unless they're going to say Ant-Man is the new LeBron. These are just possible storylines, and storylines are obviously a part of NBA basketball. Anyway, all right, let us now go to sports.yahoo.com. Sports.yahoo.com for those that would like to play along and follow where we're getting our data from. This is where we're getting our data from. We're going to go over a couple stats. Obvious, Larry. We're going to go over a couple stats about what happened in the game tonight. Simple as that. That is what we is going to do. Perfect. All right, we're there. We're here. Okay. And we're also going to show a couple trends just to consider, right? All right, cool. All right, cool. Let's go here. And salute to Restream for having our chat work. Nando, what's up? We got Nando in the building. Nando's in the building. Be sure to subscribe to Nando. Be sure to subscribe to Blunt and Hoosier also. Nando, I hope you're doing well at the job, man. Salute. We got Nando in the building. Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, let's go ahead and check Fake Book. Who do we got in Fake Book? We just got a notice and all this good stuff. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, we got Martin. We got Martin watching on Facebook. Salute to Martin. What up, Martin? Salute. All right. And of course, for those that do watch on YouTube, but they respond on Instagram, salute. You're more than welcome to do so. It is not a problem. It is all to the good. Let us share the screen. Let us share the freaking screen. You share the screen, man. I want to see the stats, man. Hurry up, right? Share the screen. All right. Sheesh. All right. So here what you have. Obviously, you have the final score. Let's go ahead and highlight that. Let's get this out of here. Final score, of course, is a blowout. What's funny about this game, let's really go here. To start the game, Denver came out all right. We're just going score-wise, all right? Score-wise, Denver came out all right. In the first quarter, they actually led by 5 points. But then, from this point on, from the first quarter on, OKC wins the second quarter by 19 points. OKC wins the third quarter by 11 points. Then OKC was the fourth quarter by 7 points. And honestly, by the end of the fourth quarter, it was garbage. It was the garbage. All of a sudden, you started seeing G League players and guys that are not going to play in the next round. All right. So that's that part of something to notice there. And honestly, let's be honest. When you have an injured team that Denver has, this here shows that you ran out of gas already. You ran out of gas. It also shows that once Denver got the lead here, can we do this? Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, when Denver got the lead here, after the first quarter, these coaches did an adjustment. That's the thing about being injured and losing players. You don't have enough layers to counteract what the other team is going to do. So let's say, we played the highlights, right? Let's say that Denver, Indiana. Let's say that Denver was getting their lead based off of going through Jokic, guys popping out, hitting the shot, right? All Oklahoma City did was say, hey, okay, during this break, let's adjust and let's take that away from them. Let's see what else Denver can do. And they couldn't do anything. You know what? Denver may want to consider this moving forward. Michael Porter Jr. probably has to go. Yeah. Michael Porter Jr. in a game like this, Game 7, and we're going to show you Michael Porter Jr. right now. Yeah, we're going to show it right now. This is not acceptable, man. Jokic actually showed up, but look at this. This is Jokic's team, okay? Aaron Gordon was injured. We can excuse that. Even though they were saying, well, no, he was healthy enough to play, he really wasn't. He gutted it out, pause if necessary. He toughed it out to play. He gave you 24 minutes, 65%, being right. So he gave you 8 points. Watch this. Injured Aaron Gordon gave you 8 points, 2 or 4 from the field, and hit a 3, and it was perfect from the free throw line, right? 24 minutes. Hold on. Let's keep going. He even gave you 11 rebounds. Look at this. Aaron Gordon injured gave you 11 rebounds, 8 points, and 8 points, right? In 24 minutes. Hold on. We're going somewhere with this. Let it slow boil. Now, these turnovers, of course, really bad, right? This is injured Aaron Gordon. See, numbers don't tell the whole story. The situation is beyond the numbers. So, again, injured Aaron Gordon, 24 minutes. Here it is. 24 minutes, 8 points, 11 rebounds, right? Even hit a 3, right? Your so-called healthy Michael Porter Jr., look at this trash. About the same amount of minutes, 6 points, far worse from the field, only taking 8 shots, not a single 3. Okay? Hold on. We'll get to Jokic in a minute. 3 rebounds. This is your so-called healthy Michael Porter. 3 rebounds and an assist. That is not enough. Because obviously, in a lot of these situations, Jokic, since Jokic was brought up, here we go with Jokic. Jokic, yes, he plays 30, basically, call this 37 minutes, right? 20 points. He's still okay from the field. He gets you a 3. He's going to the line doing his thing. All right. But see, this is under a lot of duress in the defense. Michael Porter Jr. did this with not a lot of attention being paid to him. Michael Porter Jr. going to have to go, yo. Denver may really want to consider Michael Porter Jr. getting up out of here and get what you can for him. Keep Aaron Gordon. Obviously, Jamal Murray, keep him. And listen to this. Look at salute to Christian. They say Brown, but Braun. We thought it was Braun. Whatever. Salute to Christian Braun. He came through in the game 7. Right? Look at this. He's only 1 point less than Jokic. And wait a minute. Here's another problem you got. Hold on. How come Jamal Murray and Christian Braun are taking more shots than Jokic? That's what you call getting your butt kicked. That shouldn't be happening. Jokic in a game like this, game 7, your season's on the line. Honestly, Denver didn't even play this game with a lot of urgency. Keep it $1. Denver played this game as if, okay, look, we're out of gas. Goodbye. Let's read the chat very quickly. We have, okay, Greg the Great's in the building. Your current 2025 front runner for V Cody. Greg the Great's in the building. Salute to Greg the Great, man. Blunt's over here trolling, talking about Caruso made Jokic work just because of one play on defense. Way to go, Blunt. Salute to Blunt. All right. And there's Blunt again trolling. Jokic only had 20. Caruso shut him down. Well, I watched it. If Caruso shut down Jokic, who shut down Michael Porter Jr.? Oh, yeah, Michael Porter Jr. shut himself down. Sad. Really a talented guy, man. But in games like this, he disappeared. You know, Michael Porter Jr. might end up on the Washington Wizards or a team like that. Wizards, Hornets, Kings, or something. Michael Porter Jr. has shown that this is a game that you got to have somebody else step up. Do we know Jamal Murray gonna do his thing? And Christian Brown, that's another thing. Hold on. Look at this. How does Christian Brown step up and do more than Michael Porter freaking Jr.? If you look at the highlights that we showed earlier, Christian Brown had the second most amount of highlights outside of Jokic. And Christian Brown is like supposed to be a 5th option on a team like this. Okay, what Greg mentions Russ. Well, look, dog. Don't even mention Russ. Just look at the bench, man. Look at this bench. And it's not just Russ, but this bench is just trash. It's not it. No one off the bench had 10 points. We don't even have to go through all that. Russell Westbrook is ready for retirement. The guy can never shoot. Now, granted, he's playing with injury. He gave you a couple moments like that, but he ran out of gas too. the Denver Nuggets have played a lot of. This is just like the Kansas City Chiefs of NFL. The Denver Nuggets have played a lot of basketball, man, and it catches up with you. It catches up. This game was really, honestly, to not even go crazy with the analytical stuff and numbers and all this stuff, although the numbers tell you a whole lot story here. This game boils down to one word: energy. Oklahoma City had more energy, and you throw in aggression, energy and aggression. Oklahoma City had more of that and got them out of here. Oh, you want to see some evidence? All right, so we showed you Denver, right? Let's go to Oklahoma City, right? Look at this. Everybody stepped up here. And look, we're going to show you the difference. Now, you saw Jokic, right? Now Shea played 36 minutes. Jokic played to Jokic. Jokic played 37 minutes, 36:50, right? Jokic in his 36:50. And it's not a bad game, but for Jokic, kind of underwhelming. But Jokic, 37 minutes, 36:50, 20 points, 5 of 9, 1 of 2 from 3, 9 of 11 from 3, minus 23 on the court. Yeah, okay. 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 turnovers, right? This is what Jokic did in 37 minutes, 36:50, right? Let's look at what Shea Gilgeous-Alexander did. This is game 7 now, face to face, all right? Shea Gilgeous, 36 minutes, 35 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, 3 steals. We're done here. You could say the game is over then, but wait. In addition to that, look at who stepped up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Jalen Williams. This is his running guy. 32 minutes, 24 points, 10 of 17 from the field. Not the best percentage, best 3. But look at this. 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 turnover. Turnover between Jalen Williams and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 59 points combined with 1 turnover, right? Versus Jokic and Jamal Murray, 33 points combined. With how many turnovers? 7. Good night. Take it easy. Have a Coke and a smile. Then you also add in your 3rd and 4th players, right? Chet Holmgren. Wait, no. We ain't going to go to Chet. Let's go to Hartenstein. Hartenstein gave you 10, 7, and 1 in 17 minutes. And then Blunt's favorite player all of a sudden, off the bench, Caruso, double digits, 11, 3, and no turnovers. And also, what you don't see here is the defense he played. He did play some defense on Jokic, but Caruso primarily played defense on Jamal Murray, honestly. Yeah. Lou Dort only gave you 6 points. But see, this 6 points is negated by Caruso's 11. When you take a look, now look, Lou Dort scored 6 points, right? Michael Porter Jr., he scored 6 points too. And there's no 4th player for Denver that gave you double digits, whereas Oklahoma City has 1, 2, 3 players that gave you 4 and 5, borderline 6 players that gave you double digits. SGA is your MVP. Oklahoma City is going to win the NBA championship. What else they got to do? Let's be honest. Don't get it twisted. We're not fans of SGA. We're just saying, based off of what we got, best player in the league, team dominant in game 7, first team to advance out of the first round of playoffs because primarily, not just of SGA, but everybody, but SGA, yeah. And look, for the argument, for the narrative about, well, look at SGA supporting cast. Well, let's take a look at SGA supporting cast. Your veteran here is Alex Caruso. Denver has a veteran here. Denver's veterans are Aaron Gordon and Russell Westbrook. And Oklahoma City dominated them in game 7. It's nothing to talk about, man. And the reason why Jalen Williams became an all-star is because SGA helped him to get better. He lifted up his paws. He helped improve this play. Was about to say that he helped lift his play, but we're going to go with he improved his play. There's nothing to say here. And remember when we talked about that Oklahoma City is 9 players deep? No, we're not going to count guys like Kenrick Williams or Dang, We might, Jalen Williams, we got to wait on him. AJ Mitchell, right? We're going to count from Aaron Wiggins up. Aaron Wiggins, Alex Caruso, Casey Wallace, and that's 8 players. And then, just in case, the 9th player, we would say, okay, we'll cut, yeah. Okay, we'll go with Jalen Williams. That's 9 players. Want to take a look at Minnesota? All right, let's take a look at Minnesota. Minnesota. What about Minnesota? They got players too. Do they? Let's find out. Let's go to the playoff bracket. Okay. We're going to read the chat in a minute. Bear with us. We're going to read the chat in a minute. And we're going to drop the code in a minute also. We just letting it slow boil. We're letting it slow boil. All right. So here's Minnesota's playoff team, right? Are we really going to act like Minnesota got a roster? Seriously? Now, look, and honestly, can we even be just more blunt? No pun intended to the brother. But can we just be more honest, man? Minnesota is here because of injuries. Can we just be honest? I mean, when Minnesota Timberwolves, all right. Let's go to a game they had. All right, where that their schedule? Okay, there it is. Get the schedule. Cool. We're good here. All right, cool. All right, let's go back. Gotta go back a while out here. Here we go. All right. Minnesota. So this is the game where Minnesota ended the season of the Golden State Warriors. Okay, cool. All right. This is who's on Minnesota's team. Okay. Look at this. Minnesota's are like the Knicks. 8 players. Look at this. 8 players. So let's 8 players. Now, Anthony Edwards is incredible. We know Anthony Edwards is box office, none to talk about. Actually, Anthony Edwards is more than box office. Anthony Edwards is the headliner. Simple as that. Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels, your main running buddy is Julius Randle, as we mentioned, right? Conley, who basically is a stabilizer, and Jaden McDaniels. Dante DiVincenzo, Naz Reid, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker is your bench. Look at that. Just be honest and look at that. What about this says that's competitive with Oklahoma City? Where? What about this is competitive against Oklahoma City? Go ahead. Here it is. Here's the lineup. Where? And again, anything can happen in the playoffs, injuries and all that. Barring injury, what about this? Gonna say it again. Gonna keep on saying it. What about this is competitive with Oklahoma City? Here's one thing that's a glaring thing here. Who in this starting lineup can shoot threes? How about this? Who can shoot well? Who can just shoot well? Anthony Edwards. Remember we talked about Anthony Edwards being inefficient? Hold on a minute. Let's see if that. Ooh, there you go. Remember we talked about Anthony Edwards being inefficient and a turnover machine? How many turnovers is 7 turnovers? 7 turnovers for Anthony Edwards. We can go through his playoff run. He averages about 3 or 4 turnovers, and he's not a rookie. Mr. ENT in the building. Hold on. We got Mr. ENT in the building, yo. Hold up. Mr. ENT in the building. You know, coming off a body. Salute to Mr. ENT. Be sure to subscribe to Mr. ENT. Watch out for Mr. ENT. Got a battle coming up. We're going to talk about it. Yep. Oh, and Mr. ENT is Rock Files. There's no N. Rock Files. R-A-K. No problem. You good. Mr. ENT, salute to you. All right, we got Mr. ENT in the building. But look, your man, and this your franchise player. 7 turnovers. Oh, by the way, his running buddy, hold up. His running buddy, Julius Randle, 5 turnovers. And this is in the game where they beat Golden State. 5 turnovers, 3 turnovers, 7. This is 15 turnovers, ladies and gentlemen, between 3 of your starters. Oklahoma City don't do that. So that's one glaring thing right there. You want to talk about shooting? Let's talk about 3-point shooting. Okay. Now in this game, no doubt, Anthony Edwards 5 of 9. That's good. 2 of 6 ain't good. Who shot 2 of 6? Oh, yeah, Julius Randle. Not good. Jaden McDaniels, 0 of 3. Not good. Rudy Gobert, not even going to talk about it because he don't do that. 4 of 6. Okay, salute to Conley on that. But what does Conley usually do from 3? This team doesn't shoot well, and they turn the ball over, and they're going against Oklahoma City. Good night. Now, again, anything can happen. But this is probably going to be, again, barring injury. Oh, by the way, you like this 8-man rotation? Look at this 8-man rotation that Minnesota got. Look at this 8-man rotation, dog. Now, Nas Reed is good. DiVincenzo can hit, right? Nickeil Alexander-Walker, what's he supposed to do? Well, he's for defense. Cool. Great. You know how many Nickeil Alexander-Walkers Oklahoma City got? They got 4, and they don't even have to play them. So really, you got a 7-man rotation with a half. But fine. Hey, we're going to ask the question again, and anybody can type. What about this lineup says anything competitive with Oklahoma City? This is perfect for Oklahoma City. This is a perfect matchup for them. Well, don't forget Minnesota. They went pretty far in the playoffs last season. That's cool. And don't forget that Oklahoma City is the best team in the West and best team left in the playoffs. They also went far too. And they got more of a team. And they don't turn the ball over. Okay. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 6, that's way too many turnovers. This is not good. They don't average this. We're just going by last game, right? These are deciding games. That's why we brought it up. Come on, man. By the way, these are 15 turnovers against an injured Golden State Warrior team. Was the Golden State Warriors injured team really famous for turning the ball over? Or sorry, for causing turnovers? No. But Minnesota sure did. This is not good. This is not good. Yo, fam, hold up. Buddy Hield had less turnovers than Anthony. Buddy Hield last game had less turnovers 4 than Anthony Edwards did 7. Good night, man. Good night, man. So your playoffs look like this. And we can talk more about it. We just send it up. We just send it up. Your playoffs, obviously, Western Conference Finals. And it begins Tuesday. Your game 1 of the Western Conference Final, Oklahoma City versus Minnesota. Game will be at Oklahoma City. And, of course, Wednesday, it will be right now, since they didn't lose, the New York Knicks versus the Indiana Pacers. And that will be in Madison Square Garden. Hey, yo, Tyrese Halliburton, you talk about wanting smoke. Go ahead and get that upset win against New York then. You want to be the bully, you want to be a heel. And let's be honest, Tyrese Halliburton, you're not even tough, dog. You talk a whole lot. You're not even tough. But then again, hey, so does Campaign. Difference is Campaign is a bench guard. You're a starting guard. For you to talk this tough, you better go ahead and get that upset win over New York game 1. Let's see it happen. So that is your playoffs there. Our predictions as it stands now, obviously we're taking Oklahoma City in 6 games. Will be nice to say 6. It probably could be 5. Over here, 7 games. Probably going to go with Indiana, but it wouldn't be surprised if New York does something. We got to see. But Indiana has a very good chance in 7 games to beat the Knicks. That's what we got. Barring injury, barring weird stuff. And keep in mind, the weird stuff is what's been going on in the NBA playoffs. Very quickly on baseball. Currently baseball, and yes. Oh, yeah, to the victors go to spoil. To the victors go to spoil, no doubt. To the victors go to spoils. Let's see who the best team in baseball is. In base, okay, we said MLB. We said MLB. There's MLB. That's what we want. There you go. Thank you. Standings. Currently in baseball, the team with the best record, let's see. You still got the Stankies, number 1 in their division. 587 winning percentage, 27 wins. Cool. Let's see. You still got the Seattle Mariners, 578 winning percentage. So they have 26, so they're beneath the Stankies. But in the American League, who this? Who this that? Oh, well, look at that. The Detroit Tigers, as usual. It's early, But the Detroit Tigers, 31 wins, 660%. There's not an extra 6, so we're good there. Thank you. 660 percentage winning, 660 winning percentage. 31 wins. Is that the best record? That's the best record in the American League over the Stankies and over Seattle. Cool. What about the National League? We'll see. The Mets got 617. Okay. The Cubs are leading their division with 596, and the Dodgers are leading with 617. But guess what? All of them have worse records than the Detroit Tigers. Now look, it's early. Only 47 games have been played. 47 games have been played. Got a long way to go. But it is good to see that the Tigers are the best team in baseball. And look, we've been there before. We're the best team in football. We didn't win. Best team in baseball. We got to see what happens. Got a long way to go. Well, we're just saying, as it stands right now, May, technically 19th, but May 18th, 2025, your Detroit Tigers are number 1 in baseball. Detroit just be doing it. And one thing about Detroit, we just get it through the mud. We don't do it because we get preferential treatment from leagues or anything. You know, none of the leagues like us. MLB don't like us. NHL kind of likes us because of the Red Wings. So, okay, we leave that alone. NBA definitely don't like us. Y'all saw that. All right. And, of course, NFL can't stand us. Although there's something going on there. So salute to Detroit. Look, no matter what happens for the rest of the season, at least you're the best team in baseball as of right now. More games to come. I think the next on the Tigers schedule, because we did sweep the Red Sox out of here. You know, salute to Boston. We got y'all out of here. You know, we beat the Blue Jays. Oh yeah, we beat the Stankies too. Yeah, we beat the Hey, American League East. Y'all may not want to see the Tigers no more. We've been kind of getting y'all out of here. Ain't no kind of. We've been getting y'all out of here. Go Tigers. On the schedule. Who's next on the schedule? Oh, here it is. All right, let's go to the schedule very quickly, and then we're going to go to Battle Rap. Simple as that. All right, so Monday. Oh yeah, the game for those that's interested, game to watch Monday. Okay, so we play St. Louis. It's not going to be an easy game. We play St. Louis, so that's the game to watch. Definitely Tigers versus St. Louis Cardinals. That's actually a rival right there. Keita Montero's trash. To be honest with you. So that's going to be a bullpen day going against the Cardinals lineup. That's going to have a game for us to win. So that's one to watch. If you want to see another game outside of that, that's fine. This Kansas City San Francisco Giants game is kind of fascinating. Two similar teams right there. San Francisco is they got a good record too. Kansas City above 500. That's another game to watch there early. Oh yeah, Dodgers. Can't stand them, but the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. This is going to bode well for the rest of the season. Let's see if the Diamondbacks can actually show that they belong in this echelon with the Dodgers. All righty. Okay, well, you got, yeah. Both these teams are chasing Detroit, Cleveland, Minnesota. Check that out. Last but not least, here you go. For those that's into like the East Coast national thing, this is a definite game to watch. Mets versus Boston. Boston got to do something if they want to go ahead and start staying in that playoff race, even early. Mets versus Boston. Check that out. So our games we suggest watching, Mets versus Boston, Cleveland versus Minnesota, Arizona versus the Dodgers, Giants versus the Royals, and of course, the Tigers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Someone just mentioned the Cubs. Hold on. Are the Cubs playing? The Cubs are not playing tomorrow. No, the Cubs are not playing tomorrow. Honestly, the rest of these games, okay, fine. Houston versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, weird. They don't have enough. Wait for Tampa Bay to get to 500 before we include them in there. And honestly, the rest of these are bathroom break match. Oh, Cubs. Yeah, they do. Oh, my bad. Apologize. Yeah, but see, this is the Cubs. The Marlins ain't nothing, bro. The Chicago Cubs are nothing. I'm sorry, the Marlins are nothing. The Chicago Cubs are going to have the Miami Marlins just get them out of here. The Cubs do everything better than the Miami Marlins. Of course, anything can happen in baseball. We know that, right? Baseball's weird. But the Cubs are just better. This is just a bad – this might be a sweep. The Cubs are just better than the Marlins. The Marlins are not very good. They're just not very good. They have a decent – if not mistaken, they have a decent defense. That's about it. They're pitching, whatever. Hitting, no. Cubs, dangerous. When the Tigers and the Cubs play, y'all gonna want to watch that. That's gonna be a war. Very similar teams right there. Our pitching's better, but the Cubs got an offense. There you go. So that's just a little breakdown on baseball. For hockey, we'll get to hockey when they get a Stanley Cup champion and all that. By the way, the Toronto Maple Leafs are out of here. Good riddance. All righty. Let's read the chat very quickly before we get to battle rap and drop the code. Again, salute to Mr. ENT. We're going to be discussing Mr. ENT's upcoming schedule. Mr. ENT, who is he battling? Nat King Kong, right? Yeah. Mr. ENT, you battling Nat King Kong, right? We're going to talk about that. Once we drop the code, you're more than welcome to come up. And look, by the way, when we drop the code, you don't have to just talk battle rap. You can talk sports. If there's something that we missed, all that good stuff. So it can be sports or battle rap. You're more than welcome. All right. Obviously this. And we're gonna talk about Froku versus Yo 2 times. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna review that, and that's to see who we choose. We, as far as the chat, those watching, and all that. We're gonna show you the poll. We're gonna show you the post results. But did Froku win against Yo 2 times? All right. Blood says rock chill as far as calling them stankies. Now the stankies are the stankies, man. Honestly, that's a lose York team too when it comes to playing us. When the stankies better hope they don't have to face us just like last season. Y'all don't want to face the top. Hey, stankies. Yo, stankies, lose York stankies. You better hope you don't face the Tigers. If it keeps going like this, barring injury, all that good stuff, you better hope you don't face the Tigers in the playoffs. You're going home. You're going to be on those expensive yachts. You're going to be in Manhattan. You're going to be a part of the Law and Order series and all that. Honestly, stankies, y'all can't fade us, man. Y'all don't got the pitching or the hitting. How about this? Don't like it? We already took care of you earlier. All right? If not mistaken, we either swept you or we got you out of here 2-1, kind of like battle rap, right? 2-1 or 3-0. Body, right? Okay. You're going to be coming to Detroit. Deal with us then. And you're probably not going to beat us. Lose York stankies. Lose York stankies. Get out of here. Never liked you. Never liked the stankies. But here's some respect, though. Here's some respect. Your offense is good. Y'all pitching horrible. Don't get it twisted. When we say horrible, let's be clear. Horrible means against teams similar to your class. Us, Cleveland, Houston, Dodgers. Y'all pitching ain't it. Until y'all get some pitching. And look, y'all had injuries, right? Like Garrett Cole is injured, right? That hurt y'all. Salute to that. And then when we say salute to that, that means understanding it. Doesn't mean that's a good thing. We're not rooting for injuries. But, I mean, look, ask Aaron Judge about Tariq Skubal. Okay? Y'all better hope y'all don't face us with your season on the line. We take a look at your history. Tigers been getting the stankies out of here since they've been here. All those fake fraud championships they got, and none of them really came against us. Yeah. And look at y'all. Y'all the evil empire. Y'all pay for y'all team. One of our payrolls, one of the lowest. And we still get you out of here. Lose York stankies. Let's drop the code. Let's drop the code. Salute to everybody. And look, even with that, look, when we talk trash for sports, it's meant in jest, it's meant in fun. That's all it is. It's nothing personal. This is not crash out stuff. All right. But salute. The code is now dropped in the chat. We will now pin that in the chat. And of course, we're not going to share. Actually, we're going to share the screen, show you the post results of our post and our tabulations over who is believed to have won the Froku versus Yo 2 time. No, we're going to show the battle first. We'll show the battle first. All righty. Let's do this first. The code is now in the chat. Bear with us while we get our tech to be teching. And shortly after that, we will bring up the panel guests. And of course, if we forgot something, again, if it ain't corrected, respected. If it ain't respected, corrected. Simple as that. All right. Let's get to Froku. Froku versus Yo 2 times. All right. Audio battle. Salute to a throwaway battle league. Salute to King Cole over there. All that good stuff. You know, y'all know what it is. Oh, Hoosier has a comment. We'll see what Hoosier's comment is very quickly. Who's your 76? I'd be like Elmer J. Ford with the mansion and a yacht, brand new Glock, nonstop here. Oh, talk. Oh, Hoosier got bars. Hoosier might have to come outside and battle in the ring. You know? Hey, Hoosier, whatever you do, don't wear a Pacers jersey or a Colts one. Nah, just messing with you, man. Salute you. Okay, we got it right here. All right, cool. Once again, this is from the Throwaway Battle League from Snack King Productions. Salute to that. Salute to Yo 2 times. Salute to Froku. Let's review the battle, man. Simple as that. That's what we do here. We review battles, you know. Hold on a minute. We got that. Okay, it's going to take a little while to buffer, so let's wait on that. Let's share the screen. It may be a little bit choppy with the screen video. Bear with us with the technicals, all that. All right. Here we go. Did Froku, who won this battle? And just by us asking who won it, salute to Froku. This could be a way. Okay. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, a triumphant return. A triumphant return back to Rock Sports Sunday. We got the losing Celtic fan, Mo 2024.
Caruso.
Caruso.
Caruso's
manager in the building. What's up, man?
Caruso. Hey, you gotta. You might have to start putting Caruso in the glove category, the Gary Paytons of the world.
Man, Caruso had 2 good defensive plays, man. He had 2 good defensive plays on Jokic.
Rock, they did. Look, I'm gonna tell you what they did. Look, they did exactly what the Houston Rockets used to do to Kevin Durant when they had Patrick Beverly. You know, sometimes when you put a smaller defender on them, they can't bring the ball below their shoulders. You know what I'm saying? It's real hard for them when they got a defender that's smaller. Pause was necessary, but like they just got hard. They just scrap. You know what I'm saying? And he made them work.
Especially to consider. Well, and not to go crazy with the terminology, especially to consider how Caruso was immediately in the face of Jokic. You know what I'm saying? He was immediately in the face of Jokic. Oh, hey, go ahead and mute up, man. I'm getting
okay, hold on.
Real quick. All right, no problem. You good. But yeah, especially with the way Caruso was like, well, there's another pause-worthy statement. It's called bodying up, but we're not going to say bodying up. Caruso was constricting the space of Jokic to operate, not only laterally, but vertically too. So Jokic couldn't initiate the offense. And that's where all those turnovers came from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, but why did that happen? Because of the Nuggets. We talk about injuries a lot. The Nuggets having those injuries that left them less to be able to do against Oklahoma City is like an octopus. They got all these options and all these ways that can defeat a team. And if a team don't have their whole squad there, Aaron Gordon was there physically, but he wasn't there all the way, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have your whole squad there, then what can you do when these adjustments keep coming like that?
I also got an echo wrong.
So yeah, no.
I also got an echo.
Yeah. Now you good.
Oh, okay. I got a phone call. That's probably why it happened.
Sounds good. All right, no problem. It's all good. But yeah, man, Oklahoma City just has too much. We already showed the rosters, and showed the rosters in the production of the last game that the Timberwolves had. They played 8 players. How about this? They played 8. Wait, and if they played 8 players against Golden State, and then play all these other players, that's going to be the maximum amount of players they play. Some of these games, they're going to play 7 players against Oklahoma City. That's bad. That's bad business, man. And look, Minnesota doesn't shoot the ball well. Oklahoma City thrives off getting rebounds and using their transition offense to do. Come on, man. Someone got to show what is Minnesota going to do with Oklahoma City in this next one. What is
because like Rudy Gobert, like he's just a rim protector. But as far as on offense, though, nothing. And
They're playing 4-on-5 on offense.
and then
consistently,
Ant-Man, you know, they could put Williams on him.
No doubt, no doubt. Oh, wait a minute. Please tell me this is
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We got B.
Too
This
cool
is a
for what?
reunion. B-Facts returns to the Rock Files to talk sports. It's been a while. B-Facts, what's the deal, man?
Salute. What's poppin', yo?
Well, first of all, that profile picture crazy.
Hey, it's a rare condition
salute,
this
man.
day and age to read any good news in the newspaper page.
Hey, real quick, before you go on, we got a shout out. Salute to Nando. Nando with the $10 for always praising the Most High. Absolutely, Nando. Much respect. For those that's interested, y'all see the Cash App, Boss ENT Group. And what we're going to do with this money, we're not just going to, pocket the money like this. We're going to keep it toward things like that. That money actually goes to pay for awards we give and other things we do. So salute to Nando, RH in the building. Salute to that. But go ahead, B-Facts.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man.
Okay,
New York, we outside, man. We going to the finals, you heard. Ain't no Indiana move gonna stop us from getting to the finals, you heard. So fuck Indiana. You know what I'm saying?
Sure?
It's up. Fuck all light-skinned niggas that look like Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? It's New
Oh,
York.
that nigga Bronson, hold on. That nigga Bronson light skinned too, though.
Nah. Brunson not light-skinned no more.
Yeah.
Brunson,
so is Josh Hart. Josh Hart
like
too,
Halliburton.
bro.
Halliburton is like, he's soft and light-skinned. You know what I mean? Brunson tough. He's from New York. You know what I mean? He's from New York now. We claiming Brunson.
What's tough about Brunson? Brunson is not tough, dog.
He's
Don't do
tough.
that.
He clutch.
Brunson's
If you're
tough.
not clutch, you're not tough to me.
Okay, he is clutch. Yeah, I got you.
Jokic was supposed to be clutch today,
tough?
and he was held to 20 points, man, by somebody a whole foot shorter.
Hey, anytime the game is close in the fourth quarter, you know the Knicks got a good chance with Jalen Brunson. The ball in Jalen Brunson's hand, he gonna cook.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If it's close in the fourth quarter, they do. They one of the teams you do got to kind of put away early.
You gotta smoke us, because if it's close, we win it.
But hold on. But now Halliburton has been clutch, and wait, so has who's my man? Nembhard and Halliburton.
Hey, Halliburton been getting lucky that all these teams he be beating is always injured. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never played no defense like the Knicks. The Knicks got locked down defenders.
B-Facts, you just played the Celtics and Tatum was injured. Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? We was going to smoke them regardless, though. Jason Tatum soft. That's how I Jason
We got one.
That's how I Jason Tatum.
He was injured, though, man. He was injured. But I ain't gonna use. I ain't gonna use that as an excuse. Just like Denver shouldn't use Aaron Gordon as an excuse.
Yeah, man. There's no excuses in the playoffs, man.
Nah.
No. Actually, it's what we just talked about. To where, like, look, in basketball, not just NBA, but basketball at all, you go with the team you got. It's up to you to win. Whatever this ref thing is, all the agendas, injuries, whatever. If your team get injured, you lose. You didn't do enough. You have to win.
Yeah.
Win any means necessary. Especially now we put the NBA layer with it. Especially if it's an NBA, it's the professional basketball team, money on the line and career and legacy on the line. You got to win. If you don't win, you don't win. Yeah. Oh, well, all the little whine, cry. So what?
And I ain't gonna lie, I was wrong. I was wrong about the Knicks and Celtics series because, like, even though Jason Tatum got injured, like me, you know what I'm saying, me being a basketball fan and me knowing it, and actually I played it too. So, like, me knowing that though, like it ain't no excuse. I still feel like New York probably would have won. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna use that as no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because,
well, just to say this, the Celtics still kind of should have won. The thing that was disturbing about their style of play, going to say this, and this has been the Celtics' problem here and there through this season. They're good. They're a very opportunistic three-point team, but they're the type. They're not disciplined. Like, How about this? They weren't disciplined in the playoffs. Let's be a bit more clear. In the playoffs, they weren't disciplined. They'll get in these lows to where like, well, we're just going to shoot this three and shoot this three and shoot this three and shoot this three. When you have obvious matchups,
Yeah, they gave away the first two games.
I think. See, and against the Knicks, honestly, it could be argued, and just would like to even like if Jason Tatum, let's say Rock was to interview Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown or even the coach, right? We'd just like to ask him, how much did you respect New York going into the matchup? Because there's a couple moments where it seemed like the Celtics were kind of falling into, well, we can just flip a switch and beat this team. This team is not as good as us. And when you fall into that mentality, the hunger goes down and energy goes down. Because in game 2 especially, something didn't seem right. Something didn't seem right, to be honest with you. Something just didn't seem right. All right. With that, again, the code is pinned in the chat. Just want to be sure we're good. Oh, we got a comment from Hoosier very quickly, and then we're going to go over Froku and Yo 2 times. What we got? His boss called him on the phone. Oh, as far as B-Facts. Yeah, it's dangerous to get on here at work. Hoosier's like, AKA the Glizzy boys, when it comes to talking about the Knicks. It's rivalry. It's rivalry. The Pacers. Hey, look, we welcome Pacers talking trash to the Knicks, Pacer fans and Pacer individuals talking trash to the Knicks. Knicks, you can talk back to the Pacers. Y'all playing for the right to go to the NBA Finals. Of course, keep it basketball, but y'all playing for that right. The only other thing wrong with the Knicks win is now we got to see more Spike Lee and these bandwagon celebrities, man. But you know what? On the other side of that, as far as a rebuttal, I mean, we're talking about a franchise that ain't won the NBA championship since 1972. So they have the right to be hostile. I mean, we're talking about one of the most overrated franchises in sports history. New York gets all this and all that and all this and all that, and they ain't really done nothing. We talk about how the Cowboys are overrated. What about the Knicks? The Knicks keep getting rolled out there for all these special treatments, and they're not one of the best franchises in NBA history. They're not. They're behind a lot of other teams. So the point is, if the Knicks have a chance to actually win a title, in a lot of ways, so be it. I obviously don't like them, but so be it. So be it. You can't be mad at them talking heavy. All right, what we got here? We're good there. Let's go to Froku versus. Okay, we got it. Let's go to Froku versus Yo 2 times. By the way, this is an audio battle. This is a 1-round audio battle between these two. This is off of this. For those that want to check this battle out in its entirety, go to Yo 2 times versus Froku. That's the name of this. Yo 2 times versus Froku. One-off audio battle. This is on Content Cartel channel. This is also has been already reviewed, of course, by Snack. This from the Throwaway Battle League. Salute to that. And here, well, look, as we say, enough of the delay. Let us get to the replay right about.
We going up on a late night, daylight, chat full of shards, gray white.
Hey, and me come outside, I bet a lot of niggas come outside.
Okay, we got here. Let's go right to the battle.
That sound blaspheme, but he can't.
Hold up.
Exactly how to go for real.
All right, cool. So once again, what you're about to see now, let's be sure our tech is teching. All righty, yeah, our tech is teching. We good. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Yo 2 times versus Froku, one-off audio battle. Enough of the delay. Let's get to the replay right about now.
I said, finally, I got one of you niggas outside. It's about time. I'm about to make all of the doubt die. After this, the clout's mine. Hey, I heard Yo-Yo was doing numbers on them white squares at the route sign. Or was it the speed limits? Whatever it is, it's all talk. He a fraud. Don't believe in it. This nigga only deal drama and gossip. I don't be in it. My tea different. Nothing sweet in it. Just a bunch of caffeine in it. That's meaning I'm all go. And I'm about to tell Yo-Yo exactly how to go for real. Get this nigga choked and killed.
So Froku opens up with, the tea, the caffeine. that could be also there's no tea in it. Caffeine, obviously, caffeine is also a reference to the caffeine that was the platform for battle rap before. All right, Froku comes out. Let's go.
Have them at the end of a rope looking like real. Ew. VBL.
End of a rope having look like a yo-yo for real. Okay. All right. Following the caffeine line. Okay. We're going back a little bit just to get it all its entirety. Apologize. Let's go.
Hey, I heard Yo-Yo was doing numbers on them white squares like a route sign. Or was it the speed limits? Whatever it is, it's all talk. He a fraud. I don't believe in it. This nigga only deal gossip. I don't be in it. My tea different. Nothing sweet in it. Just a bunch of caffeine in it. That's meaning I'm on go. And I'm about to tell Yo-Yo exactly how to go for real. Get this nigga choked and killed. Have him at the end of a rope looking like a yo-yo for real. Ew. VBL cartel. Don't niggas' careers go and die over there? Don't nobody shine over there. I mean, how many years you been tricking niggas smoking mirrors? And for death, it's been coke and mirrors. Y'all co-conspirators, killing the culture, hoping the fans stay oblivious, but y'all can't stay innocent. Y'all guilty. That's why I'm about to do one of the fan favorites, Filthy. And I was a fan at one time too, so it kind of killed me. And when he made that post and he tagged me in it, my mind started going a mile a minute. What angle am I gonna take? How am I gonna kill him? I can't give him any chances. Should I kick his door, have him ducking in the kitchen like them kids from that Raptor? The situation will get Jurassic. Or duck in the kitchen like I'm fixing a platter. Pop up like, is he about to sweep the roof? I got a broom and a ladder. Then I realize none of it matters.
Froku's rapping. Nothing sweet in the tea, caffeine, have it look like a yo-yo for real. Is he about to sweep the ceiling? A broom, I got a broom and a ladder. Froku rapping, man. Hey, yo, Froku, after this, you might want to go rap on some of the spaces, man. You might want to rap on some of the spaces and also maybe do some EBL stuff, man. This is good so far. You're rapping. That have him looking like a yo-yo for real, that might be close to a room shaker. That one. That might be close to one. So that might be a 3/4 of a room shaker right there. No, he's not. Nando just mentioned he's not bad. We're going to highlight that comment in a minute. He's not bad for real. Let's keep going.
See, he do a lot of music, but he don't have any. That's what it seemed. I mean, I've been running in the mud so much, I got gangrene. See, his team ain't did no dirt. It's gangrene. Why you can fake team to avoid the Passover? That don't sound blaspheme, but he can't get away. I'm gonna change the overlay, make it a crack stream. Then I'm gonna crash out. I can even make the ham house a crack house. I'm about to spaz out. See red to black out. When I wake up like I rap now. If he's still gassed up, I'm gonna send Arabs to air him out. Buried in his parents' house.
I'm gonna send Arabs to air him out. That's fire. Froku rap. So keep in mind, y'all know the rule. Froku has went first. Froku is setting a good table. And when Yo 2 times rap, he's gonna have to clear this round. Froku is rapping here. Now, is it super excellent rapping? No. But is it the type of rapping to where it's solid? It's pretty close to solid here. The inflection is there. We want to listen. It's delivered. It could stand to be a little bit more dynamic variance. So that's something to think about. Maybe some of these punches could come a little bit earlier, but he is also back-to-back in this part. Okay.
Ever since he did that shit on it, I've been tracking his whereabouts. If the baby mama got a fat ass, I'm gonna wear it out. If she's super bad, I'm gonna let him live, but I'm telling him we're sharing now. That's just how it is. I hope I'm going over bounds because they ain't trying to be friends. We ain't never had a convo. We ain't never built a bridge. Hey, this is random, but back when I was trapping, I had it stashed in a panel in the back of the fridge. And at night I would leave. I would stay with a bitch. I wouldn't shit where I eat at. Pussy niggas like him, I would have scared to death. I would have jumped out in a scream mask. Boom, hit him right in the chest. I know that it seemed bad. He on the ground crying, thinking he dying until he realizes he got hit with a beanbag. We laugh, but it could have been his life though. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Ain't trying to do life though. In that system, getting told what to do by them white folk. On the inside, he would have broke like yolk. Soon as you shook him up, he a pussy. I looked him up, and just like an egg in hot water, I'ma cook him up. Hey, fuck the legacy, you ruined it. You was doing too much, but not doing enough.
One thing Froku does well is he'll let a bar sit, but he won't let it just linger there and lose his spot. He'll let it sit and he'll get back into his material. That's good, Froku. This egg scheme, you could have, it would have been nice to end with something a little bit more heavier than egg and hot water. I'm going to cook them up. Something else could have been a little bit more heavier there. But let's keep going.
Doing is bluffing y'all. As a real nigga, you ever conjoined twins, you ever risk your own life to cut a brother off? This nigga fishy, he a guppy, y'all. He a turkey, he a butterball. He tried to be buddy, but he buddy from Elf. Just funny as hell. But he rap like he trap, be packing the bells. I know niggas that flip white boy like Matt Hardy off of the belt. It's ironic the Custos got high soon after he took off of the belt. What? Hey, since I can't get to the boss, I'm gonna get to the help. And can't nobody help you. I'm gonna go ape shit, Donkey Kong, the banana clip busting out of the barrel. Tarantino, I can make his worldview a planet of terror. I'm gonna put you in a trunk, but that don't mean I'm gonna spare you. The nigga has to die. We bugging if you think I'm gonna let it fly. Like I'm selling bags of spray weed, I push the pesticide. You see me on these panels, yo. I'm old solo, I'm most electrifying. Montana.
Froku, respectfully, when you said the spare tire, or I'm gonna leave it in the trunk, it's not like I'm gonna spare you. Don't do that again. That wasn't good. The spare you in the trunk, spare tire. No. Now, good. But again, every battle rap is going to have kind of an am moment here or there, usually, right? That was yours right there. Don't do that one. Not again. No. And again, maybe it's hearing it incorrectly, but not that one. All right, keep on.
With the hammer, it's a friend of mine. You was a bitch. I think he into guys. Now let's take a sec. Let his boyfriend hit a line. Hey, Speak, watch what that nigga do a number. I'm gonna ride. The math not mathing. I'm gonna have it simplified. These aren't the niggas that we should simplify. Me, I'm a soldier. I'm talking simplified. But I'm not a Marine. They armed me to put me on the front line. Can't come back to the mag empty or a nigga die. Like what you got on my phone? Blah, we got blood on mine. Hey, after you catch your first body, make it hard to catch a vibe. Start losing your innocence, looking different in your mama eyes. Left a nigga traumatized, but you gotta burn through the wounds, get them cauterized. I'm the type, get dirt on my own, never call the guys. I don't want to witness, only God know I did it. I can wear this block, have it looking like Venice. Why does nigga look like a light-skinned grimace? This nigga such a bitch. He cosplayed as a bitch online and it did not ruin his image. How much more of a bitch?
That was a different way to put that, because obviously most of his opponents are going to talk about the whole Dior stuff, all right? But here it was worded, he went a little bit further in a different direction that we haven't heard, where he said, look, he's so much of this that he cosplay as a chick, it did not ruin his image. He's saying that, wow, something like that should have ruined the image, but, okay, y'all get it. That was pretty good. The material after the setup was very good. We good? No, we're not? Okay, let's go. Here we go.
Can you get this? I don't care if he trap or flexing me cash. I used to rob niggas like him for all of that. Huh? You ain't know I was a break dancer? I was spinning and catching hats. Rap.
Hold up. You didn't know I was a break dancer. I was spinning and catching hats. That was pretty good. This is a solid round from Froku. Solid. Did Froku leave Earth? No. But this is a pretty solid, and this is a good debut for Froku, which goes to Nando's. Yeah, which goes to Nando's comment here. If this is first battle, not bad at all. Not bad at all, right? Yeah, not bad is about cool here. You know, now let's see what Yo 2 Times do. And just to say it like this, this leaves a lot of room for Yo 2 Times to take this battle because there's some skill set that Yo 2 Times here, and maybe some material things that Yo 2 Times can say here to take this round from him. So let's see what happens. And ladies and gentlemen, before we go further, we got Bunny in the chat. Bunny, what's up? Salute to you, but be sure to subscribe to Bunny live on YouTube and all that. And Bunny, of course, the code is in the chat. After we review this battle, you can give your thoughts on the battle and anything on sports you have. You know, and that's for anybody that's in the chat. Oh, wait, we got somebody? Oh, we don't. Okay, all right, cool. All right, let's get back. Are we tripping? Okay, over here? All right, cool. So once again, Bunny's in the chat. Salute to Bunny. All righty. And here we go. It's on Yo 2 Times. Yo 2 Times. You gonna beat this round? Let's find out.
I said he wants y'all to believe his name represents the black version of Goku. The name Froku originates from Europe. He's got an East Coast accent, but says he's from Fort Worth. Man, this whole story was made in China. He's tofu. Nigga, I ain't come to talk about crisis for 5 minutes.
Made in China. He's tofu. Going from the fro. And it's early. Smart on Yo 2 Times to start early with something. I wish it would have been punched more with authority on the tofu instead of just rap. But that's okay. So there's a response. Okay, so Yo 2 Times is starting early. Let's see now right here. If Yo 2 Times through the first part of this round can go ahead, because Froku took a little bit to paint pictures. If Yo 2 Times can quote unquote capitalize more often than Froku did, this could bode well for Yo 2 Times. Let's see what we got.
Minutes. Yeah, y'all connect that, but both y'all gonna die different. You can rap as long as you want. Let's hope you really believe in God the way you say you do in life hits you with a time limit. Nigga, you in crisis be acting like side bitches. You say one thing on live, then text a debt begging. He on a side mission. Let me reiterate. You named yourself after a European. You don't even like niggas. Blind to the fact I was gonna black out. He Clayton Bigsby. Nigga, who did what for who? You, Crisis, Capri, Tu Wong Fu. Up here acting hard with a Jew Froku. Nigga, you'll smoke who? I ain't lose yet. I've been smoking niggas like a pack of cools. Female tendencies. That's so Raven. Tried to shoot him an excuse, but you so you. Word sport burial grounds. I bury your missus on top of you. Now that's a 2-1.
Yo 2 Times is skating all over Froku in the first part of this round. What was just said? If Yo 2 Times can capitalize more often, the 2 wants food. You so you. I like this. The back to well, yeah, we can say there's no pause. The back to back is very effective here, and it's early in the round. Here's another thing Yo 2 Times can do in this round. And then this is where the advantage going second could happen. Can you have us forget Froku's round? And so far, Yo 2 Times is on the way of doing that with this rapping. Yo 2 Times is rapping here. And it's often, it's boom, 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 boom. And it's a heavy material. Let's go.
On 2, stupid nigga. They're trying to put a shoe on a shoe. Loser got to jump Q. I throw you from a roof. No money, and he almost died premature trying to go viral until they hooked you to a tube. Just another super fan stand mad at the dope, man. Man, you seem like you want.
Yo. That was crazy from when we talk about, jump off the roof to Q. Then we're going from the money viral to the tube. Oh, no. There's levels, man. Yo 2 Times just showed levels on that. And honestly, just by listening to this, it's a struggle to remember Froku's material. Yeah, Yo 2 Times, if he finishes this round, this might be clear. That was fire. Let's take that. Let's rewind that back. Yeah, that's a good spot right there. All right, cool. Let's go.
I throw you from a roof. Nose died premature trying to go viral until they hooked you to a tube. Just another super fan stand mad at the dope, man. Man, you seem like you want people to like you. My advice is never think you bigger than the program. If you're going to slide, then slide. Do where's my car like Zoltan. Snack, when I said I wanted bars, I didn't mean book me versus a fat-ass white bitch like Roseanne. As above, so below. You believe in conspiracies. Do you want to battle and die or in real life die literally? He said he was a plug. Yeah, he be feeding off niggas' energy. You'll do anything to fit in. I guess that explains your obsessive obscenities. In your casket, you're going to have a lot of smoke, good money, wearing Dior, all the amenities. You're infamous for being a bitch. How ironic. You can't beat me with everything everyone else is saying.
Oh, that was fire. Y'all caught that? Yo, 2 Times is interweaving so much into, oh, no. Hey, yo, Froku, you lost. You lost, Froku. But look, the good news is, Froku, you had a very solid round, but Yo 2 Times is just killing you here. Here's how it's happening. He's basically breaking who you are in the different sections, and then attacking each piece of the personality and psychology of it all. And these punches are Yo 2 Times, this may have been the best writing you've had, because it's such an interwoven way of punching and scheming. This is incredible stuff, man. You schemed, punched, and psychologically broke down an opponent. This is very awesome writing. Yo, man. And even something as playful as the infamous for being the trick, how ironic, taking the infamous. Oh, come on, man. Oh my gosh.
To me, was the murder worth it? 6 cents. All these niggas dead to me. You supposed to think you can beat all these niggas except for me. You softer than a sunflower. You gotta let it be. Deity and virtual. I am what you could never be. Niggas kept mentioning me. He wanted me to kill him like Assassin's Creed. You here to resuscitate the game, huh, bruh? I tried to let him breathe. I said, you got me all fucked up like a 2-year-old trying to write the letter C, nigga. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Look, this goes back to when we were doing an assessment on Yo 2 Times, and saying everyone talks about the endurance, right? The endurance issue. This is Yo 2 Times without having the endurance issue. And the focus is there. There's not a veer off here. Yo 2 Times, can you be motivated like this for all the rest of your opponents? Because if you can, this is going to be a dangerous Yo 2 Times. This is what we want. All this round is on Froku, different aspects, different elements, and attacks, even different dynamics. You're starting to heat up your dynamic too. You're starting to punch with the authority. Even when you calm down, you're starting to know when. Yeah, nah. Wow.
Out. Would have killed him. I said my scars come from Section 8. Your scars come from Section C. B-Fact said you had man tits and you a FTM. You ain't yell at him, nigga. Don't yell at me. You're a T. Hold this L down my timeline. This will be the only shit he see. WNBA, NBA. Bitch, we
Stop. Hold this T. No, T, hold this L down my timeline. Come on, yo. Come on, man. Let's go to some chat. No. We'll do it after. We're just gonna let it play. It's over.
in a whole different league. His hormone pills got him showing out again. A clear gender. I'm not sure of his gender, but I'm almost sure any car accident he's ever been in was a rear ender. They gonna be cross-dressing in his spare time. No wonder why we all think he's pretending. He kept begging to come in virtual battle rap like the movie Sinners. I say, you know when you fart and niggas think you shitted on yourself? He think he did shit. Shit. Let him tell it was big shit. That's bullshit. Because every time you're on live, you be gossiping. That's kid shit. Virtual battle rap is mine. Okay, fine. Let's pretend it was his shit. Where would it be? Let me see. Probably at the precinct with all that pig shit. No one had me losing to you. They had me losing to me, not ME, because he probably even got him losing to me. It wasn't supposed to be Asia versus me, because I called out Don Vito. It was supposed to be Vito versus me, but you're a scrimmage game, and you could have bring a whole entire team, and they still would have had me 30, like Seizure versus me. Fuck you, what? I said, fuck you mean?
You know, your 2 times you've been figured out. Your 2 times, man. You know, like each battle rapper has like a what motivates them to rap, right? Some say, well, I got to be motivated to rap if I hear someone nice on the mic. Someone's going to say, I got to be motivated to hear someone rap or battle somebody if I see them beat a certain opponent. Your 2 times, his motivation seems to be if someone is threatening virtual battle rap or if someone's trying to take ownership of virtual battle rap, your 2 times is going to come out the war and say, no, I want to battle you because you think your virtual battle rap, this is mine. Your 2 times is like the pit bull in the backyard. You cross this fence. He gonna bite through the chain and attack you. And Froku, unfortunately, my brother, in this battle, you ran across that. He whether it's warranted or not, he painted you as a threat to virtual battle rap, or a better to his claim on virtual battle rap. That's your 2 times battery, if we can use that. And if battery is paused, we'll use something else. That's your 2 times motivation. So for other battlers battling your 2 times, if he gets in his pocket to where he says, oh, you're trying to take virtual battle rap from me, you're going to get a dangerous opponent, especially in a 1-rounder. Your 2 times, this is fire. Let's go.
Already means Froku is the last name used by Europeans. European. You see what I mean? I mean what I say and I say what I mean. He got all these big dog aspirations, but he ain't got the means, nigga. I said, who let him in, though? Will did. Well, then, someone please Jazzy Jeff him out the window. Phil did. All you niggas are new here. Where were you during the kill switch? I'll be acting like you ain't see us kill shit. But the Hills did. Nigga, I wrote this round on daddy duty. Now I'm up through alchemy. You got the same qualities as Chris, but not that nigga that played in Guardians of the Galaxy. You're more annoying than assist. Shit make me want to draw down on him like a gallery. How you want to die? Violently or valiantly? So you broke down and told the Deb you ain't had no friends in your actual life. Told us Crisis wasn't your friend and immediately went on his panel and actually Crockers, Fat Capper, chat. How much y'all want to bet? His favorite song is Backstabbers. Backstab, nigga. I don't even think you understand battle rap. I said backbite.
Yo, 2 times. Why did you sing, man? Battle rappers, why do you sing in your round? But honestly, yo, 2 times, you already killed this opponent, so it doesn't matter at this point. But just gonna say this: when you battle someone that's going to be kind of upper echelon from this, and there's no shot at you, Froku. Just saying, this is your first battle. Yo, 2 times has a very crazy schedule coming up. Don't sing in that round. Don't sing in that round, yo 2 times. But that's honestly the only criticism that can be given to you. Let's let you finish it out.
Like the opponent on your mind, niggas blogging on you while you getting your bars crafted. Snack booked me because he wanted to see SSJ Rock how a tricked out a spot where the bunny they had to pull a rabbit out of a hat. If it wasn't for that shit, this entire battle probably would have never even happened. I said, would you look at that? After all these years, I'm still here like Eric Clapton. You said after this battle you were gonna quit rapping. Well, allow me to send you off in fashion. Dior suits you. Just to get accepted back with your brother, you did all that ass clapping. Nigga, strike where the iron's hot. I said it dead pressed you, and you did all that backtracking. Acting like you got amnesia when Crisis pulled the live up. You were like, when did that happen? 10 niggas on the panel and 50 in the chat, and everyone laughed at him. Trust me, I've been there, but we built different. Ain't nothing I can't be from. Nigga asked you one question. You dance around a whole subject like Jack Action, and them same so-called real niggas that get in that jam and tell on their mans, say you want to make God laugh, tell them your plans.
Hey, we going up on a late night. This shit get weirder than day. Like, chat full of shards, great one pen on them.
That's the battle, ladies and gentlemen. That's the battle. So look, chat, we're going to ask a very simple question.
Stage fright, hey, but shoot from the baseline. Let's dive right into it like a stage. Bitch, I'm a dog, can't I? Up all night like a vampire.
Yo 2 times like, no, I'm about to rap because I beat Froku. Okay, all right, man. Oh, we got him? All right. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's be sure we got everything right. Ladies and gentlemen on the panel currently right now, Currently, right now, we got your front runner for 2025, V. Cody, straight from Alaska, getting ready for another crazy schedule. And actually, this is going to be a future opponent of Yo 2 Times. We got Greg the Great in the building. Greg, what's up, man?
What's going on, Rock?
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, but before we start cooking, because I know we got a lot to talk about, which is all good. Just want to read some of these comments. So chat very quickly, and of course, we're going to ask Greg the same. It's a very simple question. Who y'all got in the battle? Who won? Simple as that. I mean, look, Rock Files started off. Yo 2 Times clearly won this. I'm going to type it in the chat. Yeah. Yo 2 Times, clear. Body, not a body, but very clear. So we got Yo 2 Times clear. Let's see very quickly. We're going to start from. Okay, we're gonna start from Greg the Great's comment. Greg the Great at a point of Yo 2 Times round said a room breaker, and that's kind of there's a lot of room breakers in that round. But that's one salute to that.
The viral D Money hooked on the tube.
Jeez.
Stupid.
Look, but what about the timeline? What that timeline, the TL timeline, hold this L?
Gosh. Bruh, I'm be honest. From that hooked on the tube bar, I was done. It was over with. It was over with.
Not mad at that. Not even mad at that.
I didn't even hear the rest of the round because it was unnecessary. He could have stopped there and still won.
There was a lot of overkill in this round.
It was,
but there's so.
That's what you get.
But that's battle rap.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no. When we say, just to be clear for the audience, when we say overkill, we're not talking about that's a criticism against Yo 2 Times. Yo 2 Times he was supposed to do.
He did what he was supposed to do. Absolutely true.
Yeah. No, we got that. You know what I'm saying? No, so Greg has Yo 2 Times. Who else got Yo 2 Times? Hold on. Okay, we got Hoosier 765 says, come on, y'all, twice as cooking this food. That's 3 for Yo 2 Times. Nando, salute to Nando. Yeah, 2 times won, but no shame for a first battle. No, pretty solid performance from Froku, but Yo 2 Times.
You know what else was no shame? A tranny battle rapper. What are we talking about? Right.
That was the first creature battle rapper, no doubt. We over here we call him. Yeah. We'll explain that. We got to break that down. What we call them creatures. It's not, it goes with Baphomet creature. Baphomet's a creature.
No, I got you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Salute. Anybody else with vote? Okay, we got who? Oh, we got Bunny. Where that at? Thank you. All right. Bunny says, I agree, Rock. This would have been a great battle. Wish it would have happened. Froku did good, but Yo-Yo got straight to the point with the punches. He wasn't, you see, right. The back, even early in the round, that's what we're talking about. Definitely early in the round, Yo 2 Times was cooking from beginning to end, right? Just to finish her statement, but Yo-Yo got straight to the point with the punches. He wasn't long-winded. This is his best battle rap to me. Hey, Bunny, would you say this is Yo 2 Times best round? Period? Like ever? Or are you saying of 2025? Because he did battle Pyro. You just want to get some clarification on that. Salute to Bunny. So that's Bunny with Yo 2 Times, Rock with Yo 2 Times, Greg with Yo 2 Times, Hoosier and Nando. Anybody else?
Come on,
okay.
Supposed to that, bro.
We got this. And we got Hoosier. If not a body, then his body was halfway out the battle, like a hash brown suit to Bridge Raw Stream. Yeah, this was a very dominant performance from Yo 2 Times. And honestly, Yo 2 Times seemed to be like he was battling Froku, of course, because his material was straight focused on Froku, no question about it. There was no veer off. But Yo 2 Times also was kind of sending shots to say, look, especially when he said the line about the virtual battle rap is mine, and then later on.
Yeah,
he mentioned that. So there's a couple things. There's a couple little what they call cookies. There's some cookies being sent to future opponents, and also probably to just virtual battle rap in general, saying, "Look, I'm that guy."
Cookies are Easter eggs.
So Yo 2. Yeah. Well, no, it'll be a little okay. So the Easter eggs will be for like the future tale, right? The cookies would be what's found in the present. Alluding to it. At least that's one way of looking at it. Yeah, it's all good.
Salute.
All right. So yeah, so we all got Yo 2 times clear in this chat and on this panel. Let's take a look very quickly at what the post said, and then we can go ahead and commence with our discussion and all that good stuff. This won't take long. By the way, for those that's watching, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel, share the channel, hit the like button, all that good stuff. You know what it is. Salute to everybody. Salute
If
to everybody
I hear that
watching on
one more,
Facebook,
respect to
YouTube,
you, Rock. But
yada
if
yada.
I have to hear that one more time, bro. A-Fan killed that shit for me today, man. I don't want to hear y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is.
Man.
Like a fucking NPC, bro.
Y'all know. It's all good, man. It's all good. So
I'll just fucking.
Okay, we're going to the post right now.
All right.
Nah, you good, man. We're going to the post right now, and and YouTube's taking forever. We're going. Come on. All righty. Okay, we got it. So let's share the screen. All right. Took a little bit. Let's share the screen. Well, we're about to show you, Hoosier. About to show you. And because of this, what we might do, we might have to debut our other way of getting data also. Oh, so many delays on this bad boy. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. Yeah, kind of figured that. There it is. Man, that's crazy. All right, so according to the post on the Rock Files channel, Susan Rock Files channel, blah, 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 they got Froku. Froku at 54%, Yo 2 times at 46%. What we're going to do with this is probably also ask who actually saw this battle. And we're also probably going to do another way of gathering this data. But and honestly, this is cap. But for this post right now, and again, this is final data. As you see, final data here is between 28 and 30 votes. We're at 37 votes, also 24 hours or more. This a day ago. That's over 24 hours. Yeah, they got Froku at 54. What is going on here? Froku with 54%. Yo 2 times with 46%. And this is final data for this post. Yeah. This is why and now Hoosier just mentioned this right here. Hoosier mentioned this. Wait, who said Froku might have won? As you see, yeah, 37 votes to go 54% of 37. Man, maybe that's about
19 and a half people.
Yeah, and so 19, maybe 2017, 1918. Yeah. 1918.
That's
for Froku.
crazy as hell,
That's
bro.
who said it. Yeah, because there's not an argument for Froku to
at all.
To be honest with you.
Let's
even if you
no, let's be clear. I mean, regardless of Yo-Yo being an opponent of mine in the future, like there's no argument for this shit, man. Subjectively, objectively, this man clearly showed leaps and bounds over Froku in every aspect.
Mm-hmm. And Hooja just mentioned something that we've been knowing for a while. Come on, them bots. And look, everybody in this chat right now and watching, I pretty much have seen the show before. We've been discussing the posts at No Win Forever, as far as we know how compromised these results get, right? So it's not just bots; it's also those that probably might have a legitimate profile page, but they may have something against Yo 2 times, and also in addition to that, those that may have a legitimate page, you just didn't watch the battle. They probably like if you remember, there's been more than one occasion to where we'll put a question like this out there, and there'll be people that'll admit, "Oh, I didn't even see the battle. I just saw the name and clicked the name." See what I'm saying?
And just
so that's something to watch for here. What we will do, right? Well, I know so and so and such and such and blah blah blah. So for those that have channels, and especially for leagues that'll be doing virtual battle rap, please don't put too much into the chat vote. Look, for those that legitimately vote on the post, this is not against you. Your data has been counted. It will be counted. It will be treated professionally. However, this just letting you know for those that do vote on these posts, and we're going to continue to do the post stuff. We'll continue to do it, but it will be taken with these type of advisements that we're mentioning. All right. We know that stuff gets compromised over here. Simple like that. Simple like that. Yeah. And Hoosier mentions we're gonna wait for this comment to come through. Yeah. It's exactly like that. Just like people saying Rio won against Pablo. Yeah. I mean, listen. How about this? In Greg the Great's battle, an obvious body against Innovate. Take a look at those results. It'll piss you off. Yeah, because there's nothing Innovate did in that. So that's what we had.
People got this nigga winning, and he didn't even get through a greater majority of his rounds.
Let's also go here. Individuals that'll vote on these posts, they also have something against the Rock Files channel for doing this and them not being able to control these results. So that's also a source of the tainted results. Oh no, we're gonna talk about it. We're very aware, extremely aware of everything we're facing when it comes to data. And we're saying this not to just the chat, just to let you know that we that's why we got layers to our assessments. That's why look, those that get favorable results off these posts, they can use that and use it for whatever they want to. That's their prerogative. But when it comes to awards we give, rankings we give, when it comes to assessments we do, we go beyond just. That's why we just don't say, well, whoever votes in the post win, or if we were doing a chat thing, whoever votes in the chat win. We don't do that here because we know it gets compromised. We know what's behind a lot of this. Not think, by the way, we have tangible evidence of how these. Well, actually, you see the tangible evidence. We don't. I mean, hi, you know what I'm saying? So this is tangible evidence of how compromised these results get. That's why we have to have more than one way of getting them. If you notice, before we showed you these results, here's an example. Before we showed you these results, what do? We asked the chat verbally and got verbal statements of who y'all think won.
Before we did that, we actually watched the battle.
See, and that's how we break things down. Exactly, Greg. That's how we break things down. This way, it won't be just asking the question depending on memory, right? We saw the battle, round to round, commentary, and then went ahead with a decision. That's how we get those tangible results. Now, yes, could it be argued? Oh, we got somebody else? We don't. We do or don't? We don't. Okay, we're good. Cool. Let's keep it moving. All right. It could be argued, well, wait a minute, just because these people say it straight up and like that, there's going to be a shade of possibility.
Always.
But this type of layered system, 100%, but this type of layered system has decreased that shade of possibility of compromise. Has it eliminated? The only way you eliminate compromise is to eliminate people off the planet. Simple as that. Everybody comes with a bias and noise and preferences. However, this is the most objective process we got. And it shows and proves. So now watch this. So we got the post result. We also got the panel result. And see, look, ready for this? The chat is used as a submission vote. Panel discussion, that's submission. Comments are submission. Any conversation with this battle now. So that means, let's say Rock gets on a telephone and talks to a battle rap expert. And say, hey, you saw that 2 times with Froku. And if they break that down, that is a submission. So that's just giving you an idea of how we're gathering data. And there's going to be another way we're going to introduce. You kind of saw it before, using those video shorts. That's another way of gathering data. So those things can't be tainted like that. Not like that. So for those that believe, well, we're going to control this by doing this and there's nothing that, no. And we got things that we haven't even mentioned on here to get the proper data. All right. But this is just showing you what one form of data has said that Froku won, which, of course, and we can all say it together, it's capped. It's capped. Froku did not win this. And look, but I'm going to say this. Froku did win the war, just like 2 times won the war. We want to see more from Froku. Like someone suggested that Froku's next battle. Hey, Hoosier, who did you suggest Froku's next battle should be against? Because I think that's a pretty good. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good idea that Hoosier had.
It's going.
Well, okay.
He don't know.
So now we're gonna talk about it. He don't know. So we're gonna talk about it right now. We got him. We got him. We got him. So Hoosier. So Hoosier, so Hoosier mentioned if it goes down this season, Greg the Great versus Yo-Yo could be battle of the season. I know it's early, but so that battle is scheduled to happen.
It's already booked.
Yo 2 times versus Great the Greatest skill to have it. That's the July or June battle. I keep getting mixed
That
up.
is actually September, my man. September 5th.
Well, there's your mix up.
Macabre card, or I'm gonna say it the way I was taught to say it. It's macabre. Okay.
Right.
So on the macabre card.
How do they say it? Hey, Greg, real quick, how do they say it?
Huh?
How do they say it? But please don't say they say it macabre.
Macabre.
Or something like that. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
So
bro.
on the macabre card in September, that is also the card that has Reek Ruger and oh my god, GX.
Yeah,
Yep.
GX. Yep.
And Gullah and Prez Mafia.
That's fire card, man. Fire card. In regards to Froku, very quickly before we talk about more battles, just want to get this in. Froku's first battle should have been Infamous. Yo-Yo's just too much. Froku's way better than Infamous. Froku's first battle maybe should, Froku should battle A-Fan soon. Yeah, that should happen soon. And also maybe before A-Fan, maybe Froku could battle. Isn't Froku supposed to battle a Captain Tenno or a Dreadhead King or something like that? Is that supposed to happen? Or is that
Froku's
incorrect?
set to battle Nat King Kong on Pick It Up 3.
Yeah.
June
There you go.
7th.
So perfect. So that's about 3 weeks from now. Yeah, about 3 weeks from now. It's about 3 weeks from now. So see, that's kind of where Froku. And look, ready for this? Wouldn't mind Froku battling Sick Mosh. Get Sick Mosh back outside.
Yeah, salute to Sick Mosh, man. That Taslow battle, that wasn't shit we need to be basing our opinions of Sick Mosh off of. Like, that shit. Come on, man. It's Taslow, bro.
Well, I just want to say this. Even being a judge on that battle, definitely stated, and this is not cap, they stated that it would be nice to see Sick Mosh out, battle again. Because one thing Sick Mosh has going for himself is that he is serious about battle rap, just similar to a Greg the Great. As far as being serious, like Greg the Great don't play with battle rapping. He takes opponents seriously. He comes prepared. He promos. He actually is coming through with, if it's a 3-round battle, 3-4 rounds. Sick Mosh did come prepared. Of course, Sick Mosh is in development,
right?
And so this will be good for him to get more battles, so that he can get out of development and keep going up, up the ladder and improving skill set. But Sick Mosh versus Froku could work. Obviously, the whole world going to want to see Froku versus Crisis eventually, but that's way down the line. Let Froku get used to battling. Let's see what Froku does in a cam up battle. Also, there's an audio battle. Froku should still continue to do audio battles, definitely, because he sounds good there. Froku could stand up, do some audio battles against some Spaces guys, to develop a character, what else? Some other matchups. Froku, I don't know if he would do it, but Froku battling a Jules Famous eventually could work on a TM card. Like, Froku gotta also go to different platforms and get that seasoning. What is it like to battle on Too Loud to Die? What's it like to battle on TMR podcast? What's it like to battle on, like I said, Spaces, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? We'll go ahead and not just for Froku battling that class, but that class battling each other. Jules Famous, Froku, Dreadhead King, Nat King Kong, et cetera, A-Fan, such and such and such. Now look, I can hear it now. Should Froku battle Mr. ENT? Mr. ENT will get him out of here.
Yeah. Respectfully speaking, even with taking biasness out,
sure.
With a little assistance, you know what I'm saying, as far as like telling them, to rework certain material or to, go back to zero. I doubt a lot of these Class 9 niggas will get ENT out of here from here on out.
Yeah, and plus ENT with that improved performance. Oh, okay. Wait. We have something here. Hoosier 765 mentions. Salute to Hoosier. Look, please subscribe to Hoosier, man. Hoosier is in tune. Just like salute to Jason M. Hoosier, Nando, cats like this. Salute to y'all, man, because y'all in tune and actually give good feedback. I would also like to see Froku versus A-Fan. All right. Yeah, Froku versus A-Fan could work. That could be a good swing battle. And a swing battle just basically means, okay, between these two, who's ready to go up to the next level? And if they both perform well, they both will be, you know? So, yeah, Froku versus A-Fan could work. Wouldn't Froku versus Robs?
There you go.
That would be a good style.
There you go. That sounds like something more his speed.
Now look. Yeah. Now, one thing for this is for Robs. And Robs, you're more than welcome if you're in the bushes. My bad. If you're in the shadows, you're more than welcome to pull up. But just want to say this, Robs, you're gonna be battling Yo 2 Times, and if Yo 2 Times performs like this against you, man, you in trouble. You in trouble. So you're gonna have to really be prepared, be clean, have your dynamics and inflections together, deliver, and definitely have your material and cut out the filler, man. Cut out the not saying you're a filler rapper, you're not a filler rapper, but be sure to be back to back, get to the point quickly from the beginning, and keep your foot on the gas to battle with Yo 2 Times. Yo 2 Times, especially if he's not distracted or whatever, is a dangerous opponent. That performance early was kind of similar to his battle against Rap Rep. Of course, Rap Rep was also fire. But see, Rap Rep's a vet, and of course, a highly talented battle rapper experience. You know, so for these guys in this class, and you know, it almost seems like Yo 2 Times, and this will be the final statement on this until we go further. But it also seems like Yo 2 Times wanted to send a message to the new class coming in. Like, look, if you call me out, this is what's going to happen to you. Similar to what OG Capri did on call outs. You know, you call out OG Capri, and OG Capri leave Earth, he leave Earth. You know, Hoosier mentions very quickly. Oh, wait, let's get to this. Hoosier mentions, nah, don't sub. I ain't got nothing going on. I think my playlist is public. That's about it. Okay, all right. So no sub for, well, how about this? Just salute Hoosier 765, no doubt. Because we got to give you something, man, because your contributions have been tremendous here. He also mentions very quickly, I like Roz, but I think he just needs to prepare better more. And that's exactly what we're telling him. What you just said right there. That's exactly it. What you just typed is what exactly we're telling him. Because Robs has material. Robs even has a good voice for battle rap. You know, the low pitch. Got to vary it. He got to get in attack mode. He has to have that. He has to have that battle mentality. You know, and look, for those that ask the question, like, well, when someone says they're a good rapper, but not a good battler, that's simple. Someone rapping, you can be monotone in rap. Da 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 da. And you have a good rhythm pocket. So if you stay on rhythm and just rhyme your words, that's rapping. Battling is your voice attacking your opponent? Do you command attention? And is there conviction and delivery behind your bars? See, if you don't do that in battle rap, you're not battling. You cannot do that in rapping and still rap. That's one of the definitions of when someone says they're not battling. That basically, to simplify it, you're not attacking. You just seems like you're reading or just rapping to be rapping. So that's just something like that. So Robs, get ready for Yo 2 Times, man. Because Yo 2 Times is probably gonna be more than ready for you. All right. Now, we reviewed that battle. We got a lot more battles we will review. Not tonight, of course.
Yo.
Greg, here's a question. For battle rappers that have matchups coming up in 2025, what do you want to see from these battle rappers?
I want to see y'all properly use your device that you're rapping on. And by saying that, I'm referring to get it off of portrait mode. Stop doing portrait mode. Put it in landscape. Visually, that will be better for you. Visually. Stop sitting
You know
down
what?
while rapping. Stop being in cars while rapping. All the things that we've spoke on before, stop doing them. You guys, oh, nobody's gonna tell me how to do what I do and blah 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 blah. Come on, bro. It's a reason why there's niggas that are advancing and you're still in the same spot. Okay? Stop sitting here thinking you control a narrative that you do not. It's out of your control, it's out of your hands. All right? You want to sit here and try to chastise and demean and belittle everybody else about how they operate, but your functionalities are inoperable at this time. Fix your shit before. That's why I talk so heavy, because I picked up very early the shit that needed done, and I apply it each and every time. When someone tries to give you critique, don't take it as hate every single time. Consider the source, especially when it's judges telling you, I feel like you have to, do this or do that more. Don't take it as, oh, well, these people will bruh, if it's a judge battle, let the judges judge. Don't be trying to cut them off and add your little 2 cents in. You had your turn to rap. Your time is up. It's the judge's turn. All right? Just
I mean, everything Greg just said is on fire. And listen, Greg's 100% right. Everything the brother just said, we've been talking about since we got a channel, man. I mean, look, this stuff is free to do, such as standing up when rapping. We'll start with that. Standing up, having an approach to rapping against your opponent. That don't cost nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Or taking battle rap seriously, as far as, and we're going to add this, proper Wi-Fi. I mean, dog, Wi-Fi. Look, there's all these places that got free Wi-Fi. Have your router near there. Prepare your technology. All that good stuff. If you in the trap, go ahead and take some of that money and get a service. They will provide service for that. Okay? Have proper Wi-Fi. Let's go to the first comment. No, second comment about portrait mode. Why do we have to say this? This is 2025. Every phone that has a camera has landscape mode. Well, you know what? Salute to Verbal Online Arena. They just dropped a battle, and it was fire. But you have a dude in portrait mode, and you're an experienced battle rapper. Forget the brother name right now. We have to maybe review that in a future Rock Files episode. But that's not. You're too talented of a rapper for that. Turn your phone side, even on ARP's channel. We're gonna actually drop this. ARP during his interviews have to tell people, hey, please, if you could, turn your phone sideways. Why does he have to do that, man? 2025, man.
listen,
and then
bro.
wait.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Nah.
Well, just to finish the wisdom real quick. But then these battle rappers talking about, yeah, man, they disrespected me and whatever. You're disrespecting yourself if you don't have your phone right. You're disrespecting yourself if you're sitting down or you're in a car with a seatbelt over your shoulder trying to battle rap. Stuff like that. Go ahead, Greg.
I was just gonna add to that. A lot of these battle rappers would probably think, "Oh well, what does that have to do with the bars and blah blah blah?" It has everything to do with it, because visually, if you're not capturing, it's virtual battle rap, right? So we're the as a fan or someone in the chat or a supporter or whatever, all we can do is sit here and watch you perform your round. There's no interaction whatsoever. There's no cheering. There's none of that. So the best thing you can do for us is to set a scene that is, acceptable to the eye. You know what I mean? You have to perform. You have to have quality content in your material. You have to have, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to be captivating in a way that will keep the attention of your audience. And visually is what you have to go off of initially and then audibly. So if your camera, this is no harping on rapper A Stone, but I'm gonna just use him as an example because he's one of those portrait mode niggas. Okay, rapper A Stone's camera. If you go back and watch my battle with him, his camera is blurry. It's in portrait mode. He's kind of like stuck in a what the fuck? He's stuck in this square or rectangle, if you will. It's not even the square because the square is the box itself that they have you in the StreamYard. He's stuck in a smaller portion of that because of his phone being in portrait mode. That's one. Two, don't have a bunch of distractions in your background because people in the comments will tune you out and be like, yo, why is his lamp leaning to the side? Why is there, a sock on the shelf and no, you know what I mean? Like dumb shit, and
You know what? Just off of that, a battle rapper also got to realize, just the same as battle rap leagues. I think battle rap leagues kind of know this better than battle rappers. You're rapping to sway an audience toward your performance. You keep in mind that the things you're hearing are from those that watch you. So as far as let's address this thing about bars. Well, it's only about the bars. Then you got to be crazy. Listen, in battle rap, it never has been only about the bars. Here's an example.
2025 bars are not enough.
Not enough. And honestly, bars have never been enough. Think about, okay, let's go all the way back to like a 2011 situation. Newborn was said at that moment to have the best pen in battle rap. That's what it was said. Of course, amongst QP.
I agree with that at that
Right?
time.
2011. We're talking about 2011, not 2020.
Yeah, at that time, yeah.
No. But what was the thing? But he can't win a battle. Why? Because the way he raps, he doesn't battle well. Look, here's a direct quote, maybe from like a Jay Black or whatever. Well, if you were to read what he wrote on paper, if it was just about bars and lyrics, he would win every battle. However, it's not. Okay? So we're talking 2011, where bars
14 years ago.
Okay, then. So bars have never been just enough. Are bars one of the main factors of battle rap? Absolutely. Yes. But is it the only thing going on? Hell no to the no. It is not. So that means when it comes to your presentation, we're not talking about performance over, being a performer over battle rap. We're not talking about ignoring your bars. We're not talking about substitute your bars for like dance moves and all this.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Please don't do that. And we're not calling nobody out. We're just saying, you don't want to all of a sudden
Jack Action. Don't do that shit no more.
Ready for this? But with the statement, Greg, I was thinking more about like who did that? Oh yeah, remember when John did the whole John the Don?
I haven't seen any John battles. Actually, if somebody could send me some links for some John battles, I'll be greatly appreciative.
No. But not John virtual battle rap. No, not John. I'm talking about John the Don. He had a battle. It could have been
that's
against.
The problem right there. See, you just gave away a piece of my. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead. Yeah.
Salute to John, man. But John the Don had a battle to where he was wearing a robe and he experimented with something.
The Prada robe.
Right. Right. And he kept touching his nose and touching his shoulder, say, see, that's this. And that, I mean, that was kind of like a substitution for a bar that wasn't there. Honestly, at first it seemed like, oh man, that was kind of cool, but then it really wasn't that effective
No.
because it's like, wait, you could have just said that bar. You know, you could have just said a
Right.
bar instead of that. So that was a moment where the performance that you kind of took away from because it's like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You know, so but yeah, but like substituting performance bars that we're talking about, but we're all saying that if you can have all the bars you want, you will also have to battle with those bars. And battling with
Facts.
those bars is just what you say, it's also what you show. And if you're in
Facts.
a car, honestly, bad enough you're sitting down. You're in a car battle rapping? No.
Boring.
No.
Boring. I'm tuning you out. Especially if I'm not on the card and I see you rapping in a car, I'm not even watching your battle.
Right.
I won't even, because I care about this shit so much to the point I won't allow myself to sit here and condone and support the bullshit that I know that I wouldn't do. And that's why I'm so harsh a critique on these fellow battle rappers, is because I hold y'all to the standard I hold myself. Because
That's an
that's how
excellent
we
point.
progress.
And you know, there is this thing, and this channel, salute to Smoke King, salute to King Cole, other channels like that, other channels that haven't been mentioned in this sentence. We're tired of virtual battle rap being taken for a parody, being taken for disrespect. I mean, respectfully, Retribution's main event had one of the battle rappers was sitting down rapping as the main event. You know, that shows disrespect.
Actually, Rock, respectfully, they were both sitting down.
They sure were. Nah, cool. So that's even worse.
That's even
goes more
worse.
apropos. Right. That goes apropos to the point. So if virtual battle rap, and honestly, ready for this, and this for battle rap in general, if you don't take virtual battle rap seriously, battle rappers, you're not taking battle rap serious. That's a part of battle rap. So if you're showing up on one end, letting the situation dictate your professionalism, you're basically saying that battle rap is a joke. You really are, because you're saying you're inconsistent, and honestly, you're saying you're fake. You're like, as a performer, and this is something we talk about even in other circles. If you're a performer, you have to be the main event, no matter where you are. You have to come as if you are the headliner. Period. You don't wait for the event to determine if you're going to be the headliner. That's trash. That means you're an amateur. Simple as plain. So if you're going to be legendary battle rapper or mid-tier, top tier, whatever tier you are, you have to be that 24/7. It can't be this thing to where, like, well, you know, because it's this environment, I'm just going to go ahead and do some mixtape bar. I'm just going to go ahead and just take a break off. No one really going to see it anyway. If you feel that way, why take the battle at all? It's better for you not to take the battle at all than to take the battle and BS with it, flat out. Whoever you are.
Don't waste our fucking time, please.
Right. And look, ready? And don't waste your own, because this footage will live. Oh, look, like it or not, people see everything. Well, this channel only got this many subscribers, and they only got this many views. Nobody
That don't
really
mean
gonna
that
see
someone
it.
ain't in the bushes watching. It could be top tier. It could be league owners. It could be whoever. Scouts, whatever. They could be watching, bro. Why do y'all think I put 150% effort into every fucking battle, bro? Every time I step to the plate, there's not an ounce of passion lacking. Ever. Even in said promotion, even in just shooting the shit, even in conversations like these, bro. I'm never lacking in any aspect of this shit, bro. And the more y'all fuck around and play with my name, I will use that verbiage, Rock, respectfully, because they do play with my name. It's motherfuckers out there, like I said, who gave Innovate the battle, and this nigga didn't even get through any fucking round clean, bruh. Not one. And I did all 3 of mine, bro. Clean. So yeah,
man.
these motherfuckers play with my name, and as long as you keep doing that, guess what? I'm gonna keep talking my shit, and when it come down to it, I'm gonna keep whooping y'all niggas asses, man. And I'm done with this shit, bro. That's why peep the play, man. Peep the play is that as long as y'all keep playing with my name and calling these niggas goats when they really just motherfucking sheep, but y'all too stupid to know the difference, I'm gonna keep coming over here and I'm gonna keep fucking shit up. And if you don't like it, send somebody who actually is a fucking goat that could possibly get me out of here. And I'm gonna show you why they can't.
And guess what? As it stands in 2025, no one's did it yet.
No one.
So,
and with the schedule I got, none of you niggas is going to. Even my outside appearances, bro. Not one. Sad to say that Yo-Yo might have the only chance. But even still, look what I did to innovate, right? And I'm not saying I'm a completely retired Yo-Yo, right? Because maybe that was just happenstance with the innovate shit. Okay, cool, whatever. But what I'm referring to is the fact of the matter is that I took an approach to innovate that nobody thought I was going to take. And Rock, as aforementioned, said himself, you know, everybody's going to touch bases on this Dior situation. No, I'm going to make it a point to challenge myself to not do so. And you see how I completed the objective the first time I challenged myself to not talk about the low-hanging fruit. I'm not that fucking lazy, bro. Not. So y'all gonna stop treating me, you know, like I don't fucking do this shit for real to the utmost each and every time, bro. And I can be booked 5 times in 1 month, and in those 5 times, you're gonna get 150% 5 fucking times, bro, without fail.
And the
Because
footage
like Rock
lives.
said, the footage lives. YouTube is forever unless it gets taken down by the league or whatever. But it's there. The internet is forever, bro. There's no way around that.
And right there. That's the reason why it's so important, battle rappers. And this also goes for if you're outside. See, y'all, you know what's funny? Battle rappers, rightfully so, complain about fans and bloggers picking and choosing. Well, they pick and choose who they criticize. They pick and choose who they analyze. They pick and choose who they want to promote and all that. Okay, how about this? You don't like that, right, battle rappers? You don't like what individuals, bloggers, reporters, fans even pick and choose. Then how about you battle rappers don't pick and choose which battles you battle rap 100% of your effort? Charlie Clips, T-Rex, Marv One, and virtually, sad to say it, don't like doing it, but Rio, don't pick and choose. Give us all 100% every battle. In turn, if you give us all 100% every battle, watch what we give in return as bloggers, reporters, fans, advocates, leagues, etc. And yeah, we've heard all the excuses. Well, you know, the life be life and all this stuff. Guess what? Life is also life for those that show up to watch your battles. Life is also life for those that choose to cover your battles. Life is life for the battle rap leagues that try to pay you. The promoters that try to pay you, even other fans that try to pay you, either whether it be Cash App, whether it be individuals showing up to the meet and greets, paying you with your autographs, whatever. So if life is life for them, is it okay if they give an excuse to say, well, we would have showed up, but we didn't, life be lifing? Or, you know what, I'm a battle rap league, and because my baby mama said this, I'm not paying you. Is that okay? No, probably not, right? So it's not okay for you battle rappers, not saying all of you do this, to be very clear. Not all of you do it. There are a few of you that 100% come through and do what you do. However, there's too many of you that pick and choose. Ergo, we have seated down battle, car battle, bad Wi-Fi battle, portrait angle battle. We have bathroom battle. We have in the garage battle. We have in the dark battle, etc., etc. That's picking and choosing the moments that you should be given 100% to your presentation, and even to your bars, and even to your projection, and also overall to your battle rap opportunities. Again, if you're not going to do it 100%, and this is even beyond battle rap, this is a message to music and entertainment in general. If you're not going to do it 100%, if you're washed,
what the
you
fuck are you doing it for?
Else, right, then please stay home and watch those that will. Get out of the way and let those that are going to be 100% being consistent, putting forth 100% of their talent that the Almighty gave them, get out the way and watch them. Look, you could be a spectator. Like Notorious Big said, UPS
you could be a
hiring.
blogger, bro.
Right.
Since all of you got motherfucking opinions any fucking way, be a fucking blogger, bro.
Somewhere along the line, the product got to look in the mirror and ask itself, okay, how much responsibility do I hold for the reason I'm trash? Instead of all the, well, y'all got a y'all. If you, whoever you are, is consistently part of the same process of failure, you may want to go ahead and get this thing called a mirror and look at it. R.I.P. to Bishop Brigante, who said, take the mirror down. Nah, put the mirror back up. R.I.P. to Bishop Brigante.
R.I.P. Bishop, man. Fuck, bro. That shit still don't feel real, nigga.
And look, between us, Greg,
don't feel real, bro.
Hey, Greg, I'm going to share something with you. That Pat Stay, or whatever people think of Pat Stay, that's fine. That pace, that hasn't dawned that Pat Stay not here no more.
Bruh, can I be, and I don't give a fuck if niggas use this shit against me or not.
Go ahead.
I'm going to be, and that's one thing that I pride myself on is my transparency, even as a battle rapper. Nigga, that shit fucked me up. Yeah. That shit, and people don't realize when you have kids, bro, like, and to know that them kids got left behind, not saying that they don't have a mom or whatever, but at the same token, bro, as a father to father, yeah. Like, that shit fucked me up, bro. I couldn't think straight for days, bro. Cause y'all, I take a look at my situation, right? And I'm like, damn, bro, that could be any one of us, nigga. Yep. At any time, bro. And we see what happened, right? The whole, well, I don't know exactly what happened. I'm not gonna put myself in that light. But bro, that shit could be anybody. That shit could be anybody, bro.
You know what else it showed, Greg? It showed how disgusting mainstream entertainment, music, and just entertainment in general really gets for someone. That whole rollout with how Pat Stay was treated and ended up, right? That's nasty, man. And look, think about this. Most of what we saw with Pat Stay, and again, this is R.I.P. to Pat Stay. There's no disrespect meant here to either Pat Stay or whatever. The thing is, most of our memories of Pat Stay is like, man, we just saw him at his prime, you know, and right seeing his prime and wondering what's coming next. All of a sudden, oh, by the way, Pat Stay is no longer. Now, granted, Pat Stay is in a much better place than we are. Pat Stay is with the Almighty. You know, wherever Almighty put Pat Stay, that's the Almighty business. But just be honest, the absence of Pat Stay from battle rap being an active performer, just over here has not really sunk in. It's
It's
kind of like the
not,
Kobe
bro.
Bryant effect. You know, it's almost like a Kobe Bryant effect.
Those two deaths in the past 10 years or whatever it's been, bruh. I swear on everything I love. Maybe call it being a father, call it being, you know, people don't realize that when you have kids, you get a new perspective and outlook on certain things, and you might become a more sensitive to your emotion or whatever the fuck, however you want to categorize it, bruh. Them two deaths broke me emotionally. And I don't even know these niggas, bro. Don't even know these niggas. But broke me because I related to my own. You know what I'm saying? And how I would feel if, God forbid, something were to happen to me and Addison is out here fending for self because her mom's incarcerated, her brothers are gone. You know what I'm saying? Like all of it, bro. So that's where my mind goes when I think about certain scenarios like that. And that's why I get to that point of like, damn, nigga, like that shit could be any one of us at any point in time. But before we veer too far off, that's why I give the effort that I give is because this shit ain't just it is for me, but it ain't at the same time, right?
Right. Of course.
I do
Of
this
course.
shit because this is therapeutic. I've said it before, I say it again, I'll say it a million times more. This shit for me is therapy, bruh. It's a way for me to get this anger, this depression, anxiety, whatever the fuck I'm dealing with out, bruh. So, in reference to Rock saying, niggas be claiming life be life, and nigga, if y'all only knew the shit that I deal with on a day to day fucking basis, bruh, and still get out here and put on for y'all. And that's why I garner the respect that I do. Because a lot of these people who I battled, or prior to me battling them, they be like, yo, I didn't even know you were going through all of that. And the fact that you could still get out here and do this shit to the level that you do it, now I see why. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what's fun. You know,
Go ahead.
it's funny. You mentioned the battle and all this, and of course, again, we talk a lot about the music stuff we do because honestly, they're related. So we like to give that perspective just to show the relation between the two. Look, on all these tours that we've been taking since honestly forever, there's been many a show rather not do for many reasons. It could be this, it could be that. But guess what? And this is where it becomes a whole elevated way of performing. To channel that angst of not want to do something and then put it through your performance. It's like the agitation becomes the motivation, it becomes fuel. And then what usually happens at whatever performance that is, that becomes the most fire performance we did on that tour or that night. It just left Earth. Like, wow, where did that come from? Where it came from was a rechanneling. Instead of letting that become an anchor, it became adrenaline. So for battle rappers that say life be life, we all go through stuff. Look, we know this world is trash. We know it is. Got you. But take that and put it through your performance of the battle. Obviously, you have material that's going to be related to the situation you're going through. Use that for your delivery. Use that for your bars. Maybe put a last minute addition if you have this skill set. Maybe put a last minute addition in your bar to reflect that and really execute it. And now you not only are you rapping at your opponent that you're scared to rap against, now you can rap against that opponent and your other opponent, which is whatever you're going through. So it's like, let's say, okay, Greg the Great is rapping against whoever he's rapping against. When Greg the Great takes that and says, look, I'm about to attack you, but I'm going to attack you I'm going to attack you and this other thing. Not letting the material veer off of the opponent, but I'm going to let the motivation be like, I want to get at everything that you represent, including my situation.
So
that's
the perfect segue, and not to cut your wisdom. That's the
You
perfect
good, man.
segue to Hoosier's comment, right? Hoosier comment says, I want to see GTG versus Tink bad, right? Because you take a situation or someone of my circumstances and stipulations and blah blah blah, right? And then you throw in a battle with someone who calls himself the demon. And knowing what you know about my career or my material and my substance, and knowing what you know about Tink's career and substance, that in and of itself has to be a very under the radar fucking classic battle. And it's only under the radar because of my name not being where his is. But I guarantee you, when I do this, and I'm going to do this, even if I gotta ask from help from or for ask for help from y'all as my supporters and people who fuck with me, you know what I'm saying, to help me get there or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Even if I gotta do that, I need to get this battle out of the way. Because this low key has the potential to catapult my career a lot further than these nerds, ass niggas, and these bird ass battle rappers who don't take this shit serious. I need to be amongst peers who have the hunger and carry the passion and put forth the effort and put in the groundwork and all the cliche adages of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be around those people because being, amongst, I'm not saying that there's not people like that over here in virtual or in my current circle. I'm saying that there are more individuals who aren't like that than there are that are than there are that are. Yeah. So, um, I feel like if I'm amongst these niggas that we watch or some of us watch, um, I feel like once I'm amongst that competition, oh now I know the effort that I put forth is gonna be well received. You see what I'm saying? Because I know I have the support of certain individuals, but I also know there's more hate or troll against me than there is for me. And that's sad. That's sad as fuck. Especially for someone like you see someone trying to do something with themselves that you're not actually gonna try to do at all. And you feel the need to critique them down to nothingness or try to critique them down to nothingness. Why? Especially if you're not even going to venture into this arena, what's the purpose? What do you stand to gain from that? Oh, I made this nigga quit. I feel good about myself. But then where do you take that? What does that do for you?
Yeah, not seeing that on a job resume to say, like, you know what? Because you quote unquote made a nigga quit, we're about to hire you because you show such a great skill that's valuable to us. Or how about this? And I haven't seen on a bank loan when collateral is required, but hold up a minute. Before you reject me for this bank loan, I did quote unquote make this nigga quit. So can I get that bank loan? You know what, sir? You can get that bank loan because you did quote unquote make a nigga quit. Way to go. Haven't seen that.
Mm-mm. So that's what I'm
one
saying.
more,
Like,
just one
go
more,
ahead.
one more. Haven't seen a female say, you know what it was about him? The reason why I just want to give him my body, my all, is because before I wasn't feeling him, but I heard that he, quote unquote, made a nigga quit. So I just knew he had to be with me, quote unquote. Haven't seen a female do that.
Mm-mm.
Last one.
And it's a shame too because you got people. Granted, I've said this on other lives, and I'll say it again. I'm not for everybody. I get that, but there's no necessity in just you soft or you a loser or whatever the fuck verbiage you want to use. Like, there's no necessity behind that. Okay, you don't like it. Okay, just say you don't like it. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need for you to explain to me why or elaborate on your or expound on that idea. But the extra shit is unnecessary, and that's how we get to this point. Like there have been plenty of times where I've put forth 150%, and it swept under the rug. For what? The rest of the card is not putting forth that amount of effort, bro. We got niggas choking. We got niggas forgetting their material. We got niggas. Come on, man. This shit looks like a fucking circus act over here.
Right.
In its entirety. Because there are too many people who don't take it as serious and only want to thrive in virtual. They don't want to pursue anything further than that. That's not the case with me. And I've proven that. I've went outside multiple times in multiple states on multiple platforms. I've got outside appearances lined up on platforms I haven't even touched yet. I've been in the same room as some of y'all favorites, and y'all still sit here and feel the need to be like, oh, well, that nigga, he's trash. Come on, man. So, yeah.
And a lot of it when it comes to, and that's another form of picking and choosing. You know, like it could be a situation where someone's such a good talent and they know that let's reword this a different way. You'll have those that rock with the battle rapper. They're like, man, this my guy, this is my favorite battle rapper, whatever. Then they'll notice maybe to the side, you know, as far as the whole scene of battle rap, man, this dude over here smoking boots. Finally, the guy that's smoking boots is going against this guy's favorite battle rapper. And deep down inside, possibly, he knows the dude smoking boots is far better than his favorite battle rapper. But he don't want to be faced with that. Because now he has to, he has to do something like, man, I don't want my comfort zone broken. I don't want to see the guy I rock with or the battle rapper, female guy, whatever I rock with. I don't want to see him go down. Pause. I don't want to see him lose a battle. Don't want to see him lose a battle. So let me say, nah, this other dude trash. When you know he's not trash. And the reason why you're speaking that he's trash is because you're hoping to distract him so he won't be the guy that you know is worse than that other battle rapper. It's what they call it. It's preemptive. It's a preemptive psychological strategy. In other words, you're trying to throw salt in the game to keep your guy alive.
Right, and they see how many times that has worked against me. 0. So what's the point in continuing to do so?
Ready for this? And what's funny, when it doesn't work like that, usually the person that was trying to throw salt in the game, they may see you or any other battle rapper overcome those obstacles. They say, you know what? I'm rocking with this dude. Because this dude, even I couldn't throw him off. Man, you know what's funny, Greg? You know what we have in common? I'm going to share something with you. You're kind of a heel in virtual battle rap, right? And look, for those that's, we're going to give you some more inside information. You can look up a lot of groups we have on our roster that tour. We're heels. We're not the favorite. Okay, in certain spots we are. But overall, as far as doing traditionally what's expected or, doing what other groups do that's comfortable, man, we break a lot of rules, bro. We break a lot of rules and we do what we do. You know why we do what we do, Greg? I'll tell you why we do what we do. Because ain't nobody can stop us. That's why. Because we're the best at what we do and there's nothing to say about it. Nothing. If you see one of our groups perform, especially if we on a card, we beating up everybody forever. Nobody can out music us. No one can outperform us, outplay us, outsing us, out anything us. We're the best, period. Right. But guess what that attitude does? They see us coming, and then of course their fans, their supporters are gonna be like, well, but you know what? That's when we start smiling and say, oh, you're intimidated because we're about to put a hole in your head To be clear, what we mean by that, we're about to perform so well that we're going to dominate the moment over your favorite band or over your favorite artist or over your favorite singer or over your favorite production company, whatever. And then when it happens, guess what happens? All of a sudden we'll get the DMs, right? Or we'll get a private message, whatever form of communication. Hey, when are y'all guys coming back again? Oh, y'all gonna be, of course.
Right.
You know why we get that, Greg? Because we're the best at what we do. It's not a discussion to be had. It's not a debate to be had. Now, don't get it twisted. We're not for everybody either. Boss Entertainment Group, Leave and Lifted, King Mellow Man, Mellow Runners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, even a rap stuff, whatever. We're not for everybody. But that still don't mean we don't do what we do. We do. And when we do it, we leave a mark, and that's all we can do. We're not here to be sure that everybody agrees with us. We're not here to be sure. See, there's a difference between being successful, my brother, and being liked. We don't care about being liked. We're very concerned about the message and the success of the Almighty gave us. That's it. All this other stuff like, well, who like you? What do people say about you? You know, people don't really talk about us because there's nothing to say when we're done. And that's what a lot of and that's what it'll be nice to see that a lot of battle rappers had that type of confidence. Now we ain't talking about, notice that's not arrogance, that's confidence. We're not saying that we're like above, and we're saying that we're best and it's not up for debate. There's other best out here. Yeah, like Steel Pulse is amazing. They're best too. We share. But when it comes to like the notion of, in like the music world, right? Well, so-and-so is headlining and so-and-so is this. Man, aren't y'all happy to be on the concert with them? We're on the same bill with them, but ain't nobody above the other here. Believe that. Or you didn't like that statement. See, what we have, man, Greg, is a lot of talent have an inferiority complex. There's so much of a fan, they're not a force, my brother. Ben, honestly, as you can tell, Ben wanted to say a lot of this. This has been boiling forever. So tonight is going to be let go. All right. A lot of these individuals, whether they rap, whether they battle rap, whether they're a musician, an instrumentalist, a singer, what have you, they get in this mode to where, well, I look up to that. So I'm underneath that because I'm not that. Rather than having value of what they produce, rather than having value of the same gift that pumps through their veins, also is the same gift of who they quote unquote look up to. First of all, you ain't supposed to be looking up to no man. That's idolatry and that's Satanism, whatever. But what should be happening is that you have to be a peer, not a punk in that situation. With battle rap, if you're in the ring with somebody, they can't do this whole, well, I'm a tier above you and you ain't nothing. How is that possible when we're battling each other? We're like you're battling me, I'm battling you. We're on the same level in this battle. Now, overall, what career and everything, that's a different discussion. In this battle, we're the same. All this A side, B side, that's cool. You know what? Let the other person be the A side, because this B side gonna beat you down. Pause.
Facts.
That's what we're looking for. See, now look, ain't no way a podcaster that does music and tours and business for a living have more of a game of talking than a battle rapper does. Wait, no, this is outside of present company, because you talk yours too. But see, it's not just talk. It also has to be coming across in the performance. The vicious talk you hear will be the performance you get. That's what we're trying to encourage for those that do any, especially if you're doing it independently. Independently, you and the Almighty are all you have. You're all you got. So don't wait for, well, I want to see what this whole thing about, well, if it wasn't for the fans, that wouldn't be nothing. That goes to a certain extent. It doesn't go toward your value, though. It doesn't go toward your performance. It doesn't go toward some anonymous individuals that have no talent being given far more authority over what you do than what you have. You're in charge. You're the battle rap expert. move like that. Just like over here, we're the experts of this performance. We're the talented ones. So when we're on the stage, we're going to tell you what to clap to. You're not going to tell us what to do. We're authority. You're going to go along for the experience. And then Greg, salute to Greg, because that's what Greg does. Like, hey, here it is. You don't have to like me, because look. Now, as a battle rapper, especially, hey, you don't like me? I'm battling you too. I'm going to battle you. I'm going to battle this opponent. I'm going to battle this gas. I'm going to battle everything, and I'm going to win. Because all of you against, quote unquote, me have no shot.
Right.
There it is.
Enough said.
No doubt. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Greg, of course, drop the social. Where can they find you? What's your next battle coming up?
Follow me on IG at The Real Greg the Great, spelled phonetically, spelled properly. There's no underscores, no spaces, no dots, no none of that. And my next battle is on Smokeouts against Fate.io. June 21st, man. Be on the lookout for that. Think the Demon will be June 28th. In person in North Carolina, 3 rounds. Shit, my bad. I'm having a brain. Yeah, just look out for those two, man.
There it is. That's Greg the Great. Greg has a very crazy schedule, and it's good. It's a good thing for those that enjoy battle. If you enjoy battle rap, look out for Greg the Great on those following cards. Salute to Greg the Great. Everybody take care. Greg, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
No doubt. That's Greg the Great. Be sure to follow Greg the Great live on YouTube and all platforms, live on IG also. Appreciate Greg the Great for coming through. And yes, you can also catch Greg the Great on his own YouTube channel. That's Greg, Greg, the Great, or Greg the Great with an 8, the GR8, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. Nando, salute. Salute again, Nando. Appreciate the Cash App, man. Much respect. And absolutely, we venerate the Almighty Yahoo over here, the Almighty Yah. The Most High is venerated here with absolutely no exceptions. And of course, with no shame at all. It's aggressively represented over here. Salute to all believers out there. If you believe in the Almighty Yah, much respect to you. Walk the narrow path. Stay on the narrow path. Let the motivation for the narrow path be the Almighty. Focus only on the Almighty without a question about it. Couple show notes real quick. As usual, this was Rock Sports Sunday. Don't be surprised. Yes, Wednesday we'll go live, of course, for Message Music Sessions. Absolutely. We're going live for that. There's going to be some interesting. We're also going to discuss Wednesday and finally drop our official criteria for rock rankings, not just for battle rap, not just for different criteria but also criteria for how we're going to decide the rankings for Message Music Sessions. We understand that criteria was supposed to drop last week, but wanted to be sure we include the criteria for Message Music Sessions. There will be a rankings for these songs. There will be a ranking for these songs that we play. We're not just playing these songs just to play them. We want to. They will be ranked, and we will be offering awards for these songs at the end of 2025. The same thing we do for battle rap. We are adding Message Music Sessions to that. Be prepared for that. That'll be Wednesday. It may be an additional day we go live because we might have to do a part 2 of the criteria because there's going to be a lot of criteria there. We also got to review more battles. Salute to No Lose Chat. Have not forgotten about No Lose Chat. Want to review some more battles off their card. They had the Protocol 5. I understand that reviews have been going a little slow. It's because of the tour and all this good stuff, but we have not forgotten. We're still locked in. Salute to TMR Podcast. Salute to No Lose Chat. Also, yes, be sure to tune in June 21st for Smoke Out. That's going to be on Where There's Smoke, There's Fire. That's going to be Smoke King's last virtual battle rap card. I just want to say the Smoke, amazing career as a virtual battle rap league. Your contributions will be recognized over here. You already know that. Much respect. Look, other battle rap leagues, when one battle rap league leaves, other battle rap leagues, that's an opportunity to step up. Also, we want to give a special shout out to Verbal Online Arena, man. because their league is so unique that it offers a different voice to virtual battle rap. So salute to C Double Chosen, Fire the Misfit, Nadi Ali, not Ali, Nadi Ali. Got your name right. All right. Yeah. Anyway, Nadi Ali, Fire the Misfit, Tad the Misfit, everybody over there. Salute to y'all. Really did the league, and we're going to be, because I understand some battles drop. Going to be sending some links. We're going to be sending some files to share there as we usually do. What else? Oh, Detroit Tigers are the #1 team in baseball. Salute to the Tigers, represent Detroit. Hope we can get the World Series. We're a long way off from that. Going to say this, professionally speaking, congratulations to OKC. That's probably going to be your NBA Finals champ. Congratulations to, New York Knicks. You're not lose York. You're New York. You won. Indiana Pacers. Salute to y'all. That this should be a very aggressive series. Hope that neither one of y'all get injured, though. We want to see this series go full out. We just want the best team healthy that's going to win. We made the best team win. Karl Anthony Towns, can you play like you are a man or a male? Can you do that? Super talented player. Tyrese Halliburton, you talk a lot, produce. Okay. Ant-Man with Minnesota and all that. Y'all the worst team left in the playoffs. Yeah. You're number 4 out of the 4 teams. By far, you are. So you have a lot to prove. Ant-Man, if you want to be LeBron, go ahead. You're going to have to probably average about 40 a game to beat OKC. Do that. OKC, Shea, here's your golden opportunity to win a championship. Don't blow it. Simple as that. Keep playing, play smart, keep your turnovers low, all that good stuff. All right. So salute to all the participants of a very horrible league of NBA. Sorry, the NBA is not a very good league, but at least hopefully we can get something out of this. ES Satan, if you could please not be so boring with the coverage of the sport and not try to show your biases. So obviously, because you're basically all we can do to watch it. Otherwise, we'll just keep the sound off and just turn on the radio. Because honestly, you cover sports pretty poorly. You have a bias toward big market teams. Try to keep that down. And can your announcers that cover basketball, can they please be more informed about who these teams are? I mean, yeah, it's cool if you mess up a name here or there, but actually, maybe you should have somebody from these markets during the game. So not just have a national guy. Maybe have a national guy and have someone. It's like if you're doing the Pacers versus the Knicks, maybe have a team that has one Pacer guy, one Knick guy, and your national guy. Instead of just all these national guys, because respectfully and disrespectfully, your national guys don't really follow these teams and they don't really know these teams very well. That's why your network sucks. ES Satan, also known as ESPN. All right. So outside of that, on a positive note, may everybody have an excellent night, have an excellent week coming up. This week full of opportunity. May the Almighty Yahweh will be with you. And of course, protect your peace, protect your foundation, protect your sanity, protect your energy. Choose peace. Not everything got to be a crash out of drama. Choose peace. And of course, as usual, as we do, right about now, we wish you to rock on and rock out.
Rock, where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock? Where you at, Rock?
10 rock and roll, bro.
Rock Sports Sunday. Rock Sports Sunday. You are live and locked with Rock Sports Sunday. Break down and talk now with Rock Sports Sunday. Rock Sports Sunday. Rock Sports Sunday. You are live and locked with Rock Sports Sunday.